so cool. Who's your favorite iteration of Biken? What do you think is like the coolest Biken out
I
of
think
every Guilty Gear?
probably Rev 2. One, I'm biased because that was my first Guilty Gear, but I
Fair,
always
fair.
thought that her kit in that game was so cool. The parry follow-ups that you had so many of, and then you
Dude,
also had
oh
Cesar on.
my
I thought that was sick.
god. Yeah, her parry was significantly the coolest in Rev 2 without a doubt. Rev 2 is just such a cool game, man. God.
Yeah, I need to get back into that, but unfortunately, rollback only went to console. So, and or went to.
Are you
PC.
serious? I thought it did. I thought it went to PC too. Really? It only
No,
went to
no, it
console?
went to PC and not console, and I'm on console.
Ah, okay,
So,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm a filthy console player. So.
No, no, that's how I was for a while too. I understand.
But
Completely
yeah,
understand.
Rev 2 was so sick. I loved that game so much. It was probably no, Blaze Blue was like my first fighting game where I kind of got invested, and then DBFZ was my first one that ever come.
Oh man, you got a nice little catalog here. Okay, we're playing some.
Yeah, if it's
actual
anime, I
Pluto
probably
game
played
here.
it at some point.
Okay, yeah. No, Blaze
So,
Blue is super hype for sure.
yeah, what is your like what's your background for fighting gaming? Like you got any,
Oh God, I've
any
been here for
Kusoge?
quite a while. I think the first fighting game I was like, okay, this genre is sick was Marvel 3. That's like
Okay,
my
yeah.
first real fighting game. Tried competing in it, got smoked, but I was like, you know what, this genre is super sick. And from then on, I've kind of just played everything. I don't think I really main one single game. I guess if I had to say I'm maining anything right now, it's Tekken. I'm really loving Tekken right now. Before Tekken, yeah, it was definitely Strive, but I kind of just play everything. Every fighting game under the sun, except for KOF. I'm so bad at KOF.
See, I actually
Trash at
KOF was my #1 for a while, and now that Grand Blue's out, that's my #1. But
Okay, okay.
I understand people not being able to get into KOF. As much as I shill for the game, I go like when people play and they're just like, yeah, it's not for me, and I just go, I understand. Like I'm not gonna pretend like it's the easiest game to sort of pitch to people, but.
Did you get in on KOF 15 or like when did you start getting into KOF?
So I casually played 13. And,
Oh man, you've been in there. Okay.
Yeah, well, like super casually though, because my friend had a setup and I played it on there. I always thought the sprite work was really
Dude,
cool.
it is though. It is though. It's so sick. So sick.
It's so sick that SNK went bankrupt from it. But but I really did love that so much. And but then 15 was when I actually started being more in the scene. So that was 15 was like my big one. Oh, we got.
Did you skip 14?
I did skip 14. Yeah, I think I was playing. I forget what game I was. I think I was still playing DBFZ heavy at that time, so I skipped.
Oh, okay. And 14 was kind of not appreciated by the community very much, anyways.
Yeah, every time any person I talked to either really liked 14 or hated 14.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, for
so I
sure.
was like, you know what? That. Well, honestly, that's just fighting games in general. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I can't think of one game where I was just like, it was all right. Usually, I really like the game where I.
That's a good point, isn't it? There really isn't just an "it's all right" kind of fighting game. That's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's par for the course with fighting game discourse too. It's just like everything's either this character's broken or this character
Absolutely.
sucks. And it's usually my character that I'm playing that sucks, and everybody else is broken.
Oh no! Okay, we're the low tier hero here. That's just the tech. You downplay a character and you get him buffs.
Oh no, like Escobari getting buffed to where it's +3, that was me. I was in every top 8 that Biken did not show up on the graphic. I was just like, this character cannot win at any level. She cannot compete. She needs help. Full knowing that she has so much BS, but it was just definitely.
That's the tech though. That's the tech. True tech.
Yep. Klepto, are we live right now?
Yeah, we are.
I guess.
Yeah, we are.
Live right now. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Frame Perfect Guilty Gear Strive Online Weekly. This ain't just another one, though. This is number 10, the 10th edition.
Okay.
Yep, and we are kicking it off with a bit of Happy Chaos versus Axel. So a bit of an exciting Zoner matchup for all the Zoner appreciators out there. And for everybody else in chat, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, Zoner versus Zoner is, I'm not sure if exciting is the word I would really describe this match right now.
Yeah, I think for Happy Chaos especially, I think it definitely depends. As you know, caught running up. But it depends on what play style that you really want to go for. Do you want to
Right.
just come in with your really good normals and then just run the mix with when you have them in when you got, I was gonna say Stain State, but that's Testament. That's another zoner.
Right.
Or you want
Right.
to just try to out-zone Axel, which I think is what you kind of want to go for, as Calico is just gonna respond with the anti-air 6P or 5P, excuse me, and take
Right.
the first round.
Do you think Happy Chaos actually has the tools to outzone Axel, like things with Curse Ball and just full screen bullet game? It seems like
I
Axel
think so.
doesn't have the tools for that.
Yeah, I think for sure, if they just get into a zoning war, Happy Chaos does have the advantage, just being able
Right.
to just pull up and get such a good reward from his zoning too.
Right.
Axel can get stuff, as we see there with the perfect on the part of Rio. So now we're going to duel 3. But you can get so much reward against Axel from playing his own game. So it's a bit of an uphill climb for Calico.
Yeah, Happy Chaos is a pretty interesting archetype in the way that he can play that super heavy zoning game, but once he gets in, like, he's got mix, as we're seeing already. Like, the roll mix is just so insane. I think that's really what makes the character kind of broken. Like, you can keep him out, and you're probably losing, but as soon as he gets in, you're probably still losing. He just has the tools for everything, which can be unfortunate for those who hate Happy Chaos, truly.
Oh, for sure. And I definitely understand the gripe that a lot of players have, because once you try to beat the keep out game, as you saw there, like, he just runs up on you, puts out clone eats a hit, and then you get your life taken, because that is just how strong the character is at all phases. And Rio taking full advantage here in game 1, and we'll see if Calico can, try to formulate some sort of game plan here to steal a couple games before things get out of hand.
Ooh, I like how Rio starts that round start super aggressive with just an instant air dash instead of the classic round start curse ball we're pretty familiar with from most Happy Chaos.
Right, because I think in the first game, he saw that Calico was just not comfortable playing the up-close and personal game. And look, it's a very hard block, especially when you have the curse out, you have the stuff going. But you got a full screen command grab, and that'll
I was about to
definitely
say, that was a
help.
good command grab. That was a good answer to the focus up there, actually.
Oh, but then we're seeing here just running them down with the curse
Yeah.
shot. 2D in there, too. Run up 2Ds, honestly. Oh, I was going to say.
Ooh, the command grab is finding a lot of success right now in this round here.
Oh,
Okay.
another anti-air to close out the round, similar to the first game. So we'll see if Calico can actually ride the momentum to finish out the game, or we're just gonna get
we're just letting it rip right now. Big hard knockdown though.
Yep,
Oh, man,
it's gonna
what
be
is
a little
that
bit
damage?
Oh no, Happy Chaos just damage as a hobby. Like Axel has to put in the whole 9 to 5. Happy Chaos just has to just go in there and just say, yeah, it is a Saturday afternoon. I think I will just take your life bar.
The Axel doesn't have a lot of guts, does he?
I don't believe so. No, if I think it's either average or just slightly below average. I cannot say that for sure. I think Riot's gonna probably DM me later talking about that. I don't know what I'm talking about, and he's right. But we're gonna get a rundown with the gunshot into 2D here, so the pressure is on, but able to 2K with the prophetic Axel 2K to get out of that pressure, but Burst can reset the situation.
Calico's actually using quite a bit of deflect shield here in this matchup, which a lot of people will tell you that mechanic is bad or it has no use here, but Calico's finding a lot of favoritism towards it.
Honestly, yeah, and if Rio's not going to show any ability to adapt around it or structure his pressure around it, then I just say let it rip, and it's been paying dividends so far. And now we're going to get my turn on the offensive end. Oh,
yeah, I really thought I was going to kill.
Oh,
oh man, pushed a big fat button.
Yeah, that is
big counter hit.
Going to be what secures game 2 for Rio. So Calico on the back foot, but Rio just showing an incredible amount of aggressiveness and putting the pedal to the metal, so to speak.
Seriously.
All right, we're getting curse out real early. 2K.
Yeah, starting to use a little bit more curse ball here. Dialing it back on the aggressiveness, but still gets the wall break here. A little bit of meter. Hard knockdown. What's the mix?
All I know is I'm not blocking it.
I'm definitely not blocking. The deflect shield again. Calico's loving the deflect shield right now.
Also loving that full screen command grab too. I think
seriously.
3 on it. All right, so now we got them in the corner, trying to run up, do a little bit of grand sharing, but this is not the game for that. So you're gonna hit a 2S counter hit, full screen, corner to corner. Is that gonna break?
Don't tell me that kills. Oh my
god.
god.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Oh, but
naturally, yeah.
What's a sickle to a gun in this game, man?
We really are seeing some Grand Blue shenanigans here. I mean, the
All right,
5B just whiffing right over the Happy Chaos run, it looked like. Just a tad bit of low profile there.
yeah, it's really honest. It's kind of honestly funny. Full screen command grab, 4 for 4, by the way. It's kind of
Oh
honestly
my
funny when you
god.
think of low profiling characters. 5 for 5. Oh, but not gonna RC.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Might have been looking for burst and just said it's not. Okay, you know
Oh
what?
my god.
You
The
know what?
Wendy's like 6 for 6 right now. It's like everyone is going through. And
You
no,
know what?
oh my god.
When it works, it works. Just set up the Renzen game plan and just keep it going.
It's crazy. I mean, when you think about it, it's really not that bad of an option, especially against Happy Chaos, who really needs to focus up or reload. Like, I could
Hmm.
see it finding some success here, which it clearly is.
Yeah, you see Rio just not able to
Oh
really
my
know what to do.
god. Yo, I don't know what to do either, bro. Like, I am all F4ing this.
Yeah, we were
What,
talking
bro, what is
about
that Kai gameplay? That's crazy.
Okay, and I think, oh, that's still gonna hit. I think they might have pushed a button, but yeah, I thought they were sitting on 100 tension for a second, and I was like, oh, that's not safe. But you know, it pays off. So now Calico able to get one on the board and looking really strong going into game 4 here.
Truly. Oh, now we're taking the aggression here. Having a lot of momentum here.
Yeah, but getting the 2K on out of there, gonna get a counter hit close
man.
/2. Side switch
What
was
they
the
wanted.
roll.
Oh man, we're
Another close
mashing.
slash.
We're mashing. Oh, that looked like a
Oh!
misinput.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. But run up 2D, gonna get clipped out of the air. RC to get a little bit of corner carry. Make things a
Oh
little bit
man,
more-
a big backdash, have to burst that. Oh, and there we go. Already another command grab. Sitting on 2
It's
bars though.
Yep, moving mountains. And HC, you know, gonna have to spend some resources here. Burst being one of them, and it's gonna end up with hopefully not a drop combo, but it's going to be round 1 going to Rio.
Let's see if Rio takes the aggression here and try to takes it back. He did, but the Axel Bomber to just stuff that out immediately. Actually,
2K
great call.
2D sickle, put him in the corner, but a nice jump out. Put the foot right to the dome, the knee right to the chest. What else we got? What other body parts are we taking? Oh, new to
Punish
jump.
on
Okay,
that.
so
Yep.
good job by Rio, because a lot of people do not know how to punish these Axel level or the Axel OD. So
Right.
good job of Rio to jump over that. Wall slump here.
Wall
just gonna
slump.
Keep it going.
Oh man, that's corny. We really got the wall slumps.
And corny or not, you're trying to win games, and that's exactly what
true.
Rio does
That's
here to
true.
take the set 3-1 here in round 1. So strong showing from Rio and the Happy Chaos, showing that even though he's not so much in the discourse as much, he's still a
True.
strong character that's to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people definitely started downplaying Happy Chaos ever since season 3, which is just crazy to me. He's still absolutely a great character. He is not bad by any means.
100% too. And I think it also, while it also is sort of admittedly reductive of HC, I think it also speaks to the state of the game that's in, where so many other characters are now starting to be talked about.
Right.
So I think you're just seeing a lot more viable characters, a lot more characters become recognized as strong. Like you see Sin putting in work. You have, I mean, like you have the usual suspect. You know, you have Leo, you have Nago, Sin putting in
Right.
work. You know,
Anji stocks are
Anji's been
super
crazy.
up this season.
Yeah, frame perfect. I think if any of y'all have been familiar with the frame perfect meta, Anji wins 100% of the time. Every matchup that he has been 8-2 in these brackets. So I don't know what's going on there. I think maybe we just need to get together and read the Dust Loop, have a little bit of a book club. But
The Dust
yeah.
Loop book club is crazy.
Look, I feel like somebody out there, you know, the way that fighting games are now, where you have so many resources online, you have just whole hubs of people just coming together and just basically discussing frame data, counter strategy, and stuff like that. Whereas, you know, I saw one tweet where back in the day, the 40-year-old Super Turbo player is just like, you know, my strategy is I throw out 2 fireballs, and usually they jump over the second one, and that's when I get their life bar down.
Yeah. That's some conditioning 101 from the Super Turbo player who's been playing since the beginning. Just the double fireball tech, truly unbeatable.
Truly, I mean, it stood the test of time for how many years? Street Fighter
No,
just
that's
celebrated
true.
its
That's true.
35th anniversary, I think it was. Something
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
Yeah, it's been a long, it's been around.
It
Kinda
has
crazy
been
to think
around.
about.
It definitely has been around. I don't know how people feel about the current state of Street Fighter 6, but it cannot be argued that it's definitely one of the greatest fighting game series of all time.
Oh,
For as long as it stood around.
Yep, Cap Cup just ended. My girl Jury was able to take
She
it
did.
all.
She
So
did.
so
She
I was very
did.
happy about that. Just going through the barrage of Lukes, you
The
know.
barrage of Luke's,
Yep.
Ken's, JP's all getting well. I guess Ken. No, Luke didn't get nerfed, but Ken and JP definitely got a little something.
Yeah,
JP
I think
maybe a little
Luke's
bit
crouching
more.
medium punch got nerfed, but I know like we're really coming up. Speaking of Cap Cup, we're coming up on a lot of big events for various different fighting games. In particular, Arc World Tour
Arc
Last Chance
World Tour.
qualifier
Yep.
coming up. So I don't know. We'll see if we'll. See. I'm very interested to see. It's going to be another big showing of where we are for this game in this patch,
Right.
and I'm very excited to see. We have all of these, online weeklies. We have the locals. We had Mad too, but this is going to be
We
like
did. We
the
did.
big stage where we see where everybody just kind of lines up. So it'll be interesting to see.
It will. It'll be interesting to compare the once it gets to the top 8, just the character roster that we have now that's going to make top 8 this year, and compare it to previous Arc World Tours. Like I'm sure we'll see Soul and whatnot, but
Hmm.
I'm hoping to see some characters that have never had a chance to get the spotlight, because it's definitely their time. Like they have a chance to really finally get a good placement for their character.
For sure. And I think it's also still, like we say that the patch has been out for a little bit, but it's still for some characters that we might not have been familiar with prior to the patch that have gotten buffed. Aji
Hmm.
being one of them.
Yep. Yep.
Elfelt's still
Yep.
pretty new.
Yep.
So Gold Lewis, we all
Gold
kind of
Lewis
like,
is
yeah.
back. He is back in full, just showing.
Yeah, I
Truly
don't
just
I don't
directing.
know if we have a Gold Lewis in there, but that's definitely one of the characters that, and this is probably going to catch some flack from chat, but I personally like watching Gold Lewis matches
That's fair.
because I like seeing how the other players play around the pressure with the Behemoth Typhoon, close slash resets, and the White Wild Assault. I like seeing
The
how
wild,
other
wild
people
assault.
play around that. But we'll see if we can get some of that action today. But we've got a Nago in the waiting room here, so we'll see who they're going up against.
Now, Nago, I don't think Nago's really been falling off too hard, but I know a lot of people said that the nerfs he got recently were like pretty bad for him,
Mm.
but I'm not sure if it was enough to take him out of like top 3, top 4. He's
Oh no,
definitely still top
absolutely.
6
He's still
for
got to be up there in terms of strongest characters in the game. I
that.
think
Right.
I was talking with a couple of other people. Niemenheimer had been talking about how they were kind of questioning the character strength and their
Right.
viability. But then Niemenheimer goes in and wins TNS. So I mean,
That is true.
what are we talking about here? But
Yeah, there's no way you can call a character bad with a White Wild Assault, man. Like that's that's just a crazy mechanic that alone ensures that you're top tier in some fashion.
yeah, you got White Wild Assault, you got the Fukyo, the 6H
Yep.
mix that can just absolutely delete you. So yeah, Nago very strong. We've seen Leo come up, and honestly, I'm of the opinion that Leo is currently the best character in the game, but
Ooh,
we
okay.
don't really see a lot of Leo. Like he's not necessarily the most popular character in the world. So when you think of a character that's that strong, and I think a lot of people are in agreement that he is super strong, you don't
Yeah,
see him being represented in such a fashion like you would see with Luke or Ken in Street Fighter.
that's really interesting. I wonder why that is. Do you think it's maybe like some kind of execution barrier? Even though I don't think he really has execution, I do wonder because I think you're right. I think Leo is definitely in consideration for best character in the game, but I do wonder why he doesn't really have a large like representation of people who play him. It
I
seems
think,
kind of strange.
yeah, for anime games, I know for in particular there is a lot like not necessarily the people who are at top of the top, but like sort of still competitive and around mid level. Like they like to play characters that speak to them that they vibe with. And I
Right.
know for a lot of people, Leo is not necessarily a fan favorite character. And
Right.
you can also couple that with the fact that he is also a charge character, which
That's a
has
big
been
thing.
routinely a turnoff for a lot of players in a lot of different games, not just Guilty Gear.
Very true.
So I think him and May are the only charge characters in this game, I believe. Yeah. Well, Kai has
Um,
charge DP, but
yeah, I would definitely consider May and Leo really the only true traditional charge characters. And I guess now that I think about it, Leo also having the back turn stance, it basically
mm,
makes him a charge character and a pseudo stance character, which I could also see that being a big turnoff, especially because you can't block while you're in back turn. I can see that also being a
that's
pretty big
fair.
turnoff.
Yeah. It looks like we've got our next two competitors here. We've got Taki versus Azazel. So this is going to be, I think, Pot versus. It looks like it's going to be Pot versus Kai. So definitely, I mean, a lot of matchups are tough for Pot, but this iteration of Kai has been feels like it's been sort of a bane of this version of Pot. So we'll see how that goes. Or maybe Azazel has something in the back pocket. We're actually going to leave the setup here, so maybe a character change.
Yeah, maybe maybe they saw the guy and they were like, actually, I don't think I want this. That's
Yeah.
fair. I wouldn't want it either. Kai this season is broken. He is so good this season. Wild Assault in general just helped him so much.
Yeah, just being able to just hit that first button and just say, "All right, well, you got like shock state happen, hard knockdown on wall, hard knockdown after wall break. GG's, I guess. Thanks for playing my game."
No, actually, he's super good. Now, I think the main conversation people like have with Kai is whether he's truly top echelon tier, like top 5, top 6, and I would almost argue that he does. I feel like he has every tool for every situation, especially having a fireball, like a really good fireball. I feel like that just deletes a lot of matchups in his favor. I couldn't see how someone could think Kai isn't good right now. And it's his time. It's his time. It's his time. He's been struggling for so long in Strive that I'm glad he finally got the buffs he needed. Except for
Yeah,
Dragon
for
Assault.
sure. I have a former training partner that used to play Kai. He switched over to Happy Chaos. Now he's playing Johnny.
Okay.
But he would always tell me, because he played Kai in Rev 2, and if for people who didn't play Rev 2, Kai was very, very good in that game, and he was pretty saucy. So coming to Strive, where he felt definitely like one of the more vanilla characters, one of the more quote unquote honest characters. Like he
Right.
would always just say it felt like there was something missing. But now in season 3 and season 3.5, where we are currently, I think that Kai is in a very good spot, and I honestly I don't mind watching the character as much anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Kai is one of the coolest characters to watch. Like by far, his combo routes are just so crispy, especially like the OTG into heavy DP combo routes. Like I love seeing DP using Kai combos. He's got some swag, man. He just straight up has some swag. You hang around with Soul Bad Guy for that long, for most of your life, like you're gonna develop some swag. It's just gonna happen.
It has to. It absolutely has to. So, okay, I think we're still figuring out some connection issues. So bear with
Yeah,
us.
that's what it looks like.
Bear with us for a minute, chat. But I do want to know if anyone's in chat. What is your opinion on the Soy Boy Kai Kisuke in this patch?
Kyle Kisuke.
Yep. You heard us talk about how we think that he's strong and he's pretty sauced out, but I know a lot of people don't like playing against him. And look, I'm not gonna hold it against y'all. He can be a bit of a pain in the fight, but I think when you watch him, you can't really say that he doesn't have some coolness to him.
I'm saying, I can't believe his son left him. Like, he's got swag.
Well, hey, his son is doing. I think his son's doing pretty all right in his own right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is true.
Multiplication tables now, so
yeah. I suppose he is. Some
Man,
multiplication tables and some sugar water. Surely.
Absolutely. Yeah, you saw the sugar water come in handy, like Umisho pulling him out during
Yeah.
Frosty Faustings against Elfelt, which I remember watching that set, and I saw Tempest come in with Elfelt, and I saw Umi start with Soul, and so I was like, okay, so Umi's actually trying to win this. And then I don't remember how many games Umi went up, but then she switched over to Sin. And I was just like, I don't know what's happening now. I knew that I saw her sort of mess around with Sin on stream, but I didn't think that they were going to pull it out for bracket. And, it won Frosty. So,
Yeah, Sin is an interesting case because to go from debatably, people were saying bottom 1 to arguably top 1, depending on who you ask, like that is a glow up. I mean, he got such... I think Wild Assault really helped that character bad. He really, really needed something like that. And to just go up from a true, like, bottom of the dumps character to just somebody everybody hates to fight, like, that's some interesting patching. Like, I like how Season 3 really shook up Strive for the better. I think, you know, like you were saying, a lot of other characters just suddenly became viable. It's like it's almost like getting new characters on the roster. Like you can't play
Oh,
them
for
somehow
sure.
you couldn't play them competitively, but yeah, nowadays it's like it seems like everybody's got a chance to be pretty viable these days thanks to season
Yep.
3.
And the cool thing about this game too is that when you have so many different characters that are viable and most of these characters play very differently, it makes
Right.
for such a fun bracket experience as both a player and a spectator, because it's
Mhm.
just it feels like, unless you're running into the same character, which can happen every now and again, unless you run into the same character over and over again, you're seeing that less and less now, and you just have so many different, matchups going back and forth, so many different play styles at hand. And so I think that lends to the state of Guilty Gear Strive being, in my opinion, one of the strongest it's been in the
Oh yeah.
lifetime of the game.
I would definitely agree with that. I think Strive is in such a good place right now. I think everybody who's kind of been asking for their character to, oh, please get buff, like they finally did. I think Wild Assault really just such an interesting mechanic that allowed for new routes and new things for people's characters to be able to play around with. And not only that, like totally brand new moves. Like that's hype. That's hype. That
Hmm.
gave people so many new tools to play with, so many new toys to play with, just so many things to find. It really needed it badly. It's like a fresh start almost. Like I think Strive is definitely not going around or not going away for a long time, especially with how much of a shakeup we've got now. And like you said, Arc World Tour is about to get a new character. Fingers crossed. Holy Order Soul. It's not gonna be him. Man can dream. But it's cool. Strive's in a good spot. Strive is in a mad good spot right now.
Yeah, I think so too. And I am very interested to see what that next character is going to be. A lot of people have floated Venom and ABBA. I think a
Yep,
few
yep. That's
other
a big
people have
one. Big
suggested
one.
Jam. I
Jam.
don't
Yep.
think Jam is going to make it because we already have Giovanna. But
True.
um,
True. True.
but I
Very
wouldn't
true.
be averse to Jam. I wouldn't, because that we need River City Girls 2 representation. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's real though. That's real.
Real talk, if they put like a Kyoko in from River City Girls 2 in this game, I would drop Viking in a heartbeat, because I would just be like, that is so funny. I need to play this character
The
now.
yeah, craziest guest character of all time, truly.
Man, I wonder sometimes, like, if Guilty Gear Strive would ever be open to a guest character like from another ArcSys IP. Like,
I would
maybe
love
you
it. I
put
would love it. Put Ragna in here, bro. Please.
Ragna was about to be
Please.
the first character that I
Oh
said.
my
I was like, that
god.
would be so interesting.
I
So
know he
interesting.
would be so no, no, now you got me thinking about it, man. I need
Well,
Ragna
you need to
inside
switch
so
courses, because we
bad.
got the match going on here. As
Very
is going to
true.
be Azazel on the pot versus Taki on the Kai. So we will see how that plays out.
See some big Kyle gaming here. See these
Yep,
white woman normals. He's
yep.
got a few of them.
Yep. Pot honestly has some pretty rangy and beefy normals as well too. So he could probably
Oh
just sit
yeah.
across the screen, maybe hit a nice little 2S, 2HS, and maybe get something started with a nice beefy counter hit and then slide on in there. But we'll see what the game plan is for these two respective competitors. Round one,
Letting
game
the
one.
intros
Here
rock
we
as
go.
well.
Yep. True Guilty Gear players.
Yeah, round start 60. Oh, and okay, we're
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
get
there
started
we
with
go.
some
He
pot
said, "What are you
gameplay right
doing?
here.
What are you doing putting a gap in your string? I'm a grappler, don't you know?"
Actually, I do not block. Oh, there's that new move coming in handy there.
Here we go. But Kyle gonna try to march him down there. The FD gonna push him out of range of the spark. And now you're in the Potemkin vortex.
Ooh,
Nice
good
RC.
RT. Now, Pot's new move, is it like punishable on block?
On block, like not necessarily on block, but once he lands, there's some pretty significant recovery, so you can punish him
Right.
pretty easily. Get like a full close slash heavy slash combo hit.
Right.
So like, you can't just throw it out willy nilly, as you can't also just Foudre arc at
Ultra arc
Azazel
into
willy
a pot
nilly.
buster, man, clawing my eyes out.
Look, all you need is, like, we talked about how uphill it can be for pot, but all you need is two really
Two,
good.
that's it, just two.
There you go.
Wall
But
break though.
yeah, gonna get the wall break there. Not gonna have a hard knockdown off it. Backdashes, saying you're getting a little bit
He
too handsy
saw
for
it, yeah,
me.
it's truly miles away.
Ooh, ride the lightning, and we're gonna ride it right on through for this wall break here. Hard knockdown. What is the
What's
mix?
the mix? What's the mix?
Oh, just run up
Meaty
2K.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, heat knuckle off the 6P though. It's gonna create a bit of a scary situation.
Ooh. Oh man. Okay. Okay.
Nice, using the 2-hit to break through the armor. Even if it didn't break through the armor, I believe it still would have killed. So
Yeah, I definitely think it would have. Oh, here we go. Trying to make some space here. Oh,
ooh,
okay. Getting some flick action.
All right, now is when things become pretty scary, but able
Ooh.
to jump out, but not before he can get hit by a normal into a heat knuckle. That's gonna break the wall.
It's so easy for Pot to like condition the opponent to jump so well. There's so many scary things that Pot has on the ground and really makes you want to jump him. But the thing about Pot is if you jump him, you're equally as dead. He's such a scary character to fight.
Yeah, and you saw there, he's able to take round 1, just being able to threaten, get the Potemkin Buster into the head of Taki so early, and you know, do it again here, just mixing it up, keeping Taki on their toes, and
oh my god,
giving reward.
Ooh,
we're able to jump
here
out
we go.
of that one.
Taki is able to jump out of a few of them, yeah.
Woo! We're getting on out of there, hitting the ejectocito.
That's actually insane. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we see it being having quite a bit of recovery there, but you know what? Doesn't matter.
You know, the saying, when there's a will, there's a way.
There is a way.
We're going to find our way in there was the classic Stun Dipper RC combo. Going to put him at a... Oh, but...
Oh, so that was such a strange deflect shield. Actually pushing him into the corner.
Yeah, honestly, I would like to see Taki, even though, well, we're going to get a good Wild Assault combo here, but I would like to see Taki play a little bit more of the projectile game.
I agree.
To you. So I think the up close pressure is not going well, and also might want to not necessarily go for a Chicago punish on those on that new move there. So
right.
Just get the damage when you can, because this is a very beefy character.
Yeah, because you were saying you could get a whole close slash off the recovery of the new move, right?
Yep, I think I actually can get a heavy slash starter on that too.
Oh wow, okay, so yeah, I want to cash out that damage. Oh, some big pressure, deflect shielding right out of it though.
There we go.
We're gonna see some projectile games here. Yep.
But Azazel excuse me, keen to just Gigantic Kai. What do you do?
Oh man, you cannot get out. You can't get. Oh, okay, Soft and Dust though.
Ooh,
the new move, okay. OTG
get a kill though. Nice. Yeah, Zazzle just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Taki here to go up 2
Not the
games
kitchen
to
sink. I need that.
The kitchen sink, especially. See, look, the king of Illyria must have a lot of different bathrooms, so I feel like one cannot be
It's true. Surely he's got quite a few bathrooms.
There you go. And we're gonna get hard knockdown on the wall break here on the super. Shock state in effect 2K 2D knockdown, so gonna be a little bit scary unless you got the YRC.
Kyle loving that 2K for almost every situation he can possibly think of. Just sets up for some really good stagger, some really good strike throw, which he's definitely very much known for. 2K.
And also known for getting some good damage off that OTG HDP
really?
combo.
Yeah, actually though, one of my favorite Kai routes.
Such a, honestly, just such a great way to be able to close rounds too.
All
right.
A couple 5Ps there for some anti-airs, yeah.
Oh, this is the punish on that though, but just probably a little bit keen to just sort of take up a little bit more space. March him down into the corner, catches him mashing, and that's going to be another wall break.
I can't believe the super actually connected there. Very big. The classic 2K on the hard knockdown.
All right, we'll see how they're feeling it out. Nice anti-air with the normal, and that's going to be 1 on the board for Taki. So we're seeing a little bit of adaptation at play. Was a little bit more patient, not necessarily, being too aggressive, but finding a nice little balance in between the two by throwing out the projectile and also having the
big wild side. Yeah,
to throw him out of WWA.
Yeah.
All right,
big wall break here.
Oh no, they don't
drop wall break.
All right, but 2K 2D with shock state gonna be a nice way to reset the situation. Gonna set up the projectiles. Nice poke. We were talking about white woman normals. There's one right there.
You're definitely right about Taki getting this adaptation on not being as aggressive. I think the pot busters really did get to their head, and they're just, playing that whiff punish game, that projectile game that pot can struggle against, as we're seeing right now.
Yep, and also, see, there's the projectile closing round 1. Also, finding that nice bit of damage on the counter hit with the great pokes that Kai has. So
Truly.
you had a lot more too playing the mid-range game.
Ooh, tried to punish the flick with Fudra Arc, but not quite. I respect it, though.
Knockdown on the slide head, and now it's going to be a
man.
little bit scary. This is the first time of this game that
Ooh, I saw that one too. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, you saw Azazel trying to get something going there, but gonna get the PRC 6P Heat Knuckle. Gonna slide head on in there for some corner pressure. We'll see what's going on there. Catch them jumping 6P.
Yeah, Taki's a little bit scared now. They really want to start jumping, which, you know, understandably so, but Azazel definitely has some answers for it.
Yep, Stun Dipper RC trying to get their turn going with the Wild Assault.
Ooh,
Catching them pushing a button.
Mash. I wonder what they wanted there.
Well, what they got was wall broken, so now we are going to go right back to neutral, though. But BRC to get on in there.
Oh, no! Oh, my God. I really thought that was connect. I was going to connect. I guess the block stun might have been too much.
I think it was. This when you get pot 6P, I think has some really, really long block stun. Like, I think more so than most of the other 6Ps in the game, which all have pretty good block stun as well. So I think a little bit more into effect. But still, Azazel has him in the corner.
Looks like Taki wants to start using backdashes more than jumping. They definitely were trying it in a bit there, but unfortunately reverted back to jumping there.
Yeah, it was getting away with it for a second there too, but not able to find the normal. Oh, not.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think what you want to do there. Oh, okay, never mind. You got the throw there. But what you want to do there when they do the new move over the Gigantic Kai, if they land in front of the Gigantic Kai, you got a back throw there because otherwise you're eating mix that you don't want to eat.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't even know about that setup. That seems kind of OD.
Yeah, most people don't necessarily do that because they'd rather just slowly march up behind and tap dust. But what do you need to do setups for when I've got the big old classic Potemkin Buster, and that is going to secure Azazel 3-1 victory here over Taki in round 1 of winners. So Pot moving on, love to see it. We were talking about Pot having to fight the uphill battle against the King of Illyria.
Really?
But, you know, what's a king to a god or a grappler?
Yeah, I think that last Podbuster was super interesting too, which I think we see it quite a bit. The Heat Knuckle on block, it's almost better if you get a blocked Heat Knuckle than if it lands, because it does set up for those cheeky mix-ups because of the positioning it puts you in if you block a Heat Knuckle, which we just saw there. They were able to get a Podbuster because they blocked the Heat Knuckle.
Yep.
Cheese there.
I know a lot of people recommend to do, if you're going to jump against Heat Knuckle, Happy Pot, like you want to do IBFD, but we didn't really see a lot of aerial FDs on the part of Taki, so Azazel probably just said, you know what, if they're not going to try to do the counterplay around it, which, you know, very niche, understandably, but if you're not going to do it, I'm just going to use it as, you know, if it hits, cool, but if it doesn't, you're in the vortex.
That is really what's crazy. Yeah, if you do block it, you really are just in a vortex. Either Potbuster, Garuda to keep the pressure up, or just anything they could possibly think of, surely, is their oyster.
Yep. And, you know, just getting the most out of each interaction, too. Once they got the Potbuster established so early on in the set, they were able to catch Taki jumping, using the 2K, catching them with, you know, just quick meaty buttons, and, you know, the world just sort of opened up in terms of pressure for Potemkin there. So what's as with grapplers, most grapplers anyway, what's as scary as the command grab itself is the threat of the command grab.
Yep,
both of them lead to huge reward for
very true. Even just, you know, like you say, landing it even just once, like that threat is in your head. It's almost like I don't mean to bring it to Tekken, but like it's almost like a hell sweep. Like if they hell sweep you once or twice, you're gonna start looking for it, and just the threat of the hell sweep or the threat of a pot buster just makes you play so much differently. Like, oh, I really don't want to, you know, I feel like I can't apply my close pressure anymore because I could get pot busted at any time, so I have to give up Oki, or I have to give up pressure sometimes, and it can be tough. You're really fighting like a mental battle against grapplers.
Yep, it's one of the things that I think a lot of, honestly, on any level, a lot of people have to kind of approach differently, have a game plan ready when you're playing against a grappler, because it's not like fighting most other characters. The rules are definitely slightly different, so that's sort of a slight game within the game sort of moment. And you know, Taki not necessarily able to sort of play that game, was getting some momentum too by playing more of the mid-range and projectile game. But I think once Azazel started to say, I'm not gonna let that happen. Like
Right, right.
basically saying, I'm getting the first hit and I'm not gonna let you get away from me. It became very tough for Taki to sort of adapt. But we might see Taki later on. They've got a losers run ahead of them. I think the Kai was looking pretty strong, so
It
not
was,
gonna
it
count
was,
them
it
out.
was.
Not gonna count them out.
That's a good point about the whole I'm not gonna let you do it kind of thing. Like, yeah, you're right. Kai does have a projectile, but you know, if you hit them, like they can't do it. They can't do it if they're getting hit, and that can really make that uphill battle suddenly in their favor. If the grappler or pot in this situation just really puts the pressure on, just does not give them a chance to even do that fireball, then there's really no threat. There's absolutely no threat.
Nope, because then you're on the thing about Guilty Gear Strive that I think a lot of people stress is because it's such a volatile game. Once you're playing your game, it becomes so hard for the other opponent. All the onus is on them. You just do it. And speaking of making them play your game, we've got Asuka
No,
versus
no.
Happy Chaos. Two characters that is just, if I get going, you're in for a world of hurt. But we're gonna try to get going
The
here. But
instant burst. We want to play that zoning game immediately. It seems like they wanted.
Yep, we saw Rio win earlier on stream in the first round against Calico. So
Right.
we'll see if they're able to keep the momentum going. So far, so good there. Getting the pressure going, getting in the face of Asuka, who doesn't necessarily have the best defense. So
Very
I
true.
do vibe with this aggressive gameplay. And we're
Very
already on
true.
a second wall break.
Oh man, and they're also almost out of mana. I don't even think they have enough mana to do any spells at the moment. Here we go though, getting that big charge up.
Yep, sacrificing some health to try to get that shield back up, saying that I cannot lose enough interactions to justify this. So
Very true.
oh, but yeah,
Another wall break. That one's gonna be enough. Yep, that one's it.
Man, yeah, just mashing out, basically not showing any respect to the pressure. So now you
Right.
gotta wonder with Dwarl on the Asuka, just gonna have to maybe structure their pressure a little bit different, play the neutral a little bit differently, or just, you know, try to figure something else out here before Rio can just keep up this aggression.
Ooh, yeah, Rio's aggression is really stopping Asuka from even getting an opportunity to even do a spell. I don't think we've seen that many spells in this whole set so far, which is kind of crazy, all things considering.
Yep, and now you're getting pretty low on mana, so one well-placed hit is going to put you in the danger zone. You are now in the danger zone,
No, you're
my
smoked,
friend.
you're smoked, you're smoked. There's no way. There's literally no way they're living that.
Yeah, no, okay. I was holding my breath for a second there because I always forget that all the damage comes on that final hit.
Right,
yeah, Rio
right.
just pedal to the metal as he gets in the car. Pedal to the metal
Yeah.
there to get that round one. Just a strong opening to the set.
That's an interesting counterplay for against Asuka there. Like, true, they have these super infinite block strings and projectiles here, but if you're in their face, like you say, they really have no reversal. And they start losing mana, they start losing the ability to do spells, and at that point, you're fighting a character without a DP, basically. And that's just kind of free for most characters in Strive.
Yep, the worst part is, too, as we get the run up here, too. This is going to be a full combo, actually, into the super. But what's also a struggle for Asuka is they can't necessarily just set up full screen against Happy Chaos because he has gun. Well, that's one of the big
true.
things that
That's
Asuka
so
can do
true.
as a full character, is that he can just unload from full screen. And you can even put out a super. You're
That's
still eating
actually
a bullet.
insane. I actually cannot believe the bullet beat the super.
Because it's not a projectile, so
That's
it doesn't
true.
flash.
That's true. That's true. Oh, we're seeing a little taco kick action here. I can't believe Happy Chaos has a taco kick.
I always love. Oh, you're gonna get a nice little hit with the 6S.
Dude.
And
Curse as well. Yeah, I'd probably burst there as well, but I think we have a mana buff right now that's keeping us a couple spells, sitting on one spell only. Now we got
and
none.
also burn some on the missed reversal, so we're gonna get a fuzzy overhead here. Concentration.
Oh, God,
Super
help me.
probably gonna hit. And that's probably gonna be death. Yeah, there we go. 2-0.
Absolutely. Okay.
Rio just finding all the answers on offense right now.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, how Happy Chaos has the ability to do both. They can play that full screen zoning game or just be in your face as much as they want. And I think that's what Rio's adapting right here with this Asuka matchup, which is definitely working out in their favor. Boom, finds a button as well.
Yep, I also do love the counterplay, just looking to see what spells they have in the back and just knowing selectively when to 6P against them, when to challenge, and then take their turn back. So it seems like Rio has some familiarity with this Asuka matchup.
Right. That's so cool that, like, you can really tell when somebody knows the Asuka matchup because they're playing against specific spells. Like that, I cannot be playing Yu-Gi-Oh like that. Like that's crazy. That's very commendable to those players.
I would say for sure. Oh my gosh, that hit!
I can't believe
Does this
that
confirm?
either. There's no way.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
no, I didn't think so. But oh, just gonna run up full
Okay,
speed.
yeah,
The Kai
okay.
Beast Game method.
Yeah, one out of the Kai book there.
Yep. Speaking of throwing out the whole book at him, a bunch of spells going out there. But HD's gonna jump right on out of there. Burst bait RC. No hero
held
burst
on to the burst. Yeah, no hero burst. It could happen. I could see the possibility there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Dwarf's just basically saying, look, I popped burst a couple times and it didn't work out, so I'm just gonna hold on to it this time.
That's true. That's true. And you get burst meter pretty fast in season 3, I would say. A lot faster than you usually were able to.
Yep. But now we're gonna find a bit of ground spell. I forget the name of it, but gonna set up the orange cube to run up behind it. It's not able to anti-air the jump out though. Rio just been so good at being able to jump out of the corner pressure. Oh, that might be it.
Oh, that's it. Really? Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the 6P counter hit. Yeah, you know he can make a mountain out of a molehill pretty easily with a counter hit.
6P counter hit and super, man. This is we got some Build-A-Bear combos right now.
Absolutely. Rio just looking so strong, making their way through winners. Was a 3-0 here in the quarterfinals, sending him to the semifinals. It's going to meet Albert Doug a little bit later, who just won 3-2 against All Christie. But after that, now we've got Febreze versus Owl. So I think that's going to be Nago versus Milia, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah. Febreze got a little name on him. I'll be interested to see to watch him play here.
Yep. I actually played against Febreze yesterday. We play a lot at 404 and on Discord every now and again. So it's been interesting to see how he's been putting the nose to the grindstone recently with developing his Milia play, and you can definitely see that he has improved leaps and bounds just in such a short amount of time. Even from DreamHack, which was in December, he's almost a completely different player, and it's been awesome to see.
The thing about Milia is if you stick with Milia, even though people say, maybe she doesn't have the tools to win or not, but if you just stick with her, she is a character that will grow with you, and you'll see just the massive improvements from your Milia if you just put the time in. Also, arguably one of the swaggiest characters in the whole game. She just, oh my gosh, you cannot block the character. You can't. She just is so cool to watch, and I'm glad that Febreze decided to stick with Milia all this time and, have faith in the character enough to just really push her limits and see what she can do.
Yep. And on the other side, we've got Owl with the Nago, a character, probably, I think a lot of people would agree that is much higher up on the position of tier lists. There's probably that one person who just says Milia beats Nago 7-3 free. But I think I'm interested to see what exactly Owl is going to go for. Is he going to sit back and try to anti-air, or is he just going to go in there and say, you have bad defense, so you got to hold all of the 6H mix? So I'm very interested to see what their approach is, what their plan is for this matchup.
It's pretty interesting, as you say, because Nago is a character who really doesn't have movement like that, or maybe even the best defensive options. So if Milia sticks on you like that, especially with a character like Nago, it can be bad. It can definitely be tougher than Nago.
It can get scary quick. And look, you can know the counterplay. You can read the dust loop. Once Milia is in your face, all that goes out the window. You just got to guess right sometimes. You just got to guess right.
Oh, totally.
So let's see what's going on here. Far slash to open it up.
Ooh, the instant burst here. Okay. Here we go. Nago's in where he wants to be.
There you go. All right. Already gotten the first bit of blood bite here, but going to compel on out of there.
Ooh, man. Okay.
All right. We're going to get full corner carry on this one, though. But the blood is starting to rack up, slowly trickling on down.
Just a bit.
All right. Going to jump on out of there. Not going to necessarily go for the whole compel mix.
Yeah, that was interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Usually you see Milia just to go for that triple overhead, but Febreze backing off there because he saw the FD. So
right.
Good on him.
Oh, here we go. Seeing it. Oh, that was 4 overheads. Oh my god.
Yep. And now, gonna hit the JH so they couldn't jump on out of there.
The startup of that.
Nice. Yeah, that was also a bit of a barometer test for Milia too, knowing that a post throw disc setup, they're gonna jump and they throw out the JH, and that's gonna close the round.
True. gathering a little bit of information there is super strong for a character like Melia. Like once you figure out your opponent's habits, like you can just kind of develop your mix, your unblockable stuff around what they like to do and what they don't like to do.
Yep. And, you know, we're already seeing Al not taking too kindly to that, just saying, I don't want you to learn me. I want you dead.
Yeah, there will be no download. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The
just out
teleport
of
back so
range.
strong.
Yeah, out of range of the 2P and able to whiff punish it there for the perfect. But now we're going to get the 2K 2D true H-Disc setup. So now we're going to get some corner carry here. 6P
Oh,
on out of
6P
there.
right through the disc. Yeah, like you say, you will not be doing this to me. The deflection. We're seeing so much deflect shield this tournament here. It seems like people are starting to believe in the mechanics suddenly.
Yeah, I know for Amelia in particular, if you can get a deflect shield on some of her setups, it's very strong as opposed to some of the other characters in the game. So
right.
That is going to be something to watch out for. But he's got to watch out for whiffing that grab because that's going to be what spells doom for you.
Oh,
in game
man.
one here.
Yeah. A little bit of mistiming on that grab there. Thought they were going to be standing up just a little bit earlier than they expected. And that, yeah, that can cost you a round there, a game even.
Yeah, there you go. So Breeze starting off real nice in this round one. And he talked to me, Nago, not one of his favorite characters to go against, but already showing some pretty good stuff here.
Febreze really taking to like the very like upright side of the screen. They're really enjoying that piece of screen control there.
Yeah, it can just be so hard to hunt down Melia while she's just jumping around too, especially if you don't have the air throw, you don't necessarily have some of the best air-to-airs in the game, and so it allows Melia to just sort of come at you and get the approach to set up what she wants, and what she's gonna get for that is a hard knock or a knockdown here through the wall.
Yeah, like you say, like Nago's really struggling to, as you say, hunt down the Melia because, again, like you said, Nago doesn't really have the best air-to-airs, which air-to-airs can sometimes smoke a character like Melia, or even air throws can really smoke a character like Melia, but I don't think Nago has access to the strongest tools to actually do that. They have to play this ground game, and when they're playing this ground game against Amelia, who's in the air the whole time, they're really limited to only, like, a good 2 or 3 buttons, and if you can't find those, like, you're gonna have to start holding some mix.
Absolutely, and we thought we were gonna get a little bit of mix there, but Febreze able to FD on out of there, but not before eating some damage. YRC on out of there. Pressure. Blood starting to stack up though.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, that was a cool frame kill there. A little meaty command grab set up there. Okay.
There you go, too. And even if it didn't kill, you would have had OTG, or you would have had blood go away, so it was just going to be a very beneficial situation for Al.
Right. Oh man, close flash, 2-hit run throw. Okay. A little classic.
Ooh, another one. Let's see what we got here.
Ooh. Oh my god, it's like 6 overheads. Like, oh my god.
That was also going to be an overhead, but I think they were just a little bit too low to the ground for it to hit, but still going to be able to find the low into the Wild Assault wall break.
Working on a perfect here. Oh my god. The bad moon to like anti-deflect shield. That's like anti-reflect Dragon Ball tech. Like that was actually insane.
Yeah, we were talking about how strong deflect shield is as Melia gets the perfect here in game 2. We were talking about how strong deflect shield can be against Melia, but Febreze, knowing that in his own right, just saying, I know the counterplay, but I'm going to try to counter the counterplay with whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god. Oh man, Al is going for these instant bursts here. I mean, I guess it makes sense against a character like Melia. Like, you really don't want to let her get momentum because it could be over, but not having any meter to do your wild assault is also a bit questionable.
Yep, but it seems like it's going to pay off a little bit here. We got the 6P.
Oh, man, good.
Wow, I thought we were going to get a little... Okay, I thought we were going to break the wall and get a little bit more time on that round 1, but, you know, it's Nago. That's my fault, chat. I should have known better.
Nah, he's got some damage. I definitely didn't think that was going to kill either, but here we go. Already starting with some unblockable mix-ups here, basically. The overhead, the late overhead. Late JH is super, like... Febreze is really liking late JH.
Yep, JH is just such a strong tool in general, and when Amelia sees it find its mark, they know that they can just put their whole game plan around it, and you know that will pay the bills. I believe this is a safe jump, by the way.
Oh man, I thought it was too.
Oh. All right, maybe Al saw it a little bit too. This is not safe. Yeah. Wow, blocks the JH on the other side. My goodness, I was not going to be ready for that. White Wild Assault on in there. The pressure is on. Blocking the 6H mix for the defense by these two is just amazing down the
Lots
stretch.
of risk, but also blood drop. Yeah.
Oh.
I can't believe the Milia super actually didn't connect at the end there.
Yeah, it's super finicky with the startup of the first hit startup, and which is why
Right.
you really don't see it used as a reversal super a lot. But
Right.
Wild Assault is gonna find its mark, and Febreze was gonna get a little bit of an advantage here, but Owl able to find some normals here and get them blocking.
Yeah, with that big deflect shield as well.
Ooh,
Ooh,
run up 5K.
crispy bad moon. Crispy bad moon here. Wall carry here? Full carry?
All right, deflect shield on the H disc, able to get out of the setup a little bit. YRC not gonna want to block the bad moon mix.
Oh man. Oh, wait. Febreze went for that earlier, and Owl was ready for that. I like that.
All right, one last setup. Oh, I
Oh,
think tried to jump out.
Oh man, thank God they had burst.
Whoa, wait a
Bro,
minute. The
no,
tides are
there's no
turning.
way. Oh, that's a hard
The tides are
knockdown
turning.
also. This is some hard mix to block here, but Febreze does have a whole bar, maybe even two here.
Yep, he's
Two?
gonna
Okay,
get
two bars. And half a burst meter. We have some resources. There's no way. Oh wait, they have a meter to make it safe.
Yep, JH again.
Same side the blood pop?
He's gonna
What?
hit. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
What a close
That's
slash.
crazy.
My gosh. Man, Febreze able to get out of the scrambliest of situations time in and time again for that game 3 to close out the set with a strong 3-0 to advance to winners semis. And I can't say enough. We were talking about the improvement of Febreze, just showing it against not one of Milia's favorite characters to go against, but Febreze just looks so cool, so confident, and pretty much every interaction that there was.
Yeah, Febreze had some really, really sick setups that I hadn't seen off of the super. Like, if you have two bars, it just creates like a same side cross up situation. Like, that was crazy. Even though Owl was ready for it, they were blocking those setups there. It's just like you say, Amelia's just a character where it's so possible for you to see something you've never seen before. Like, she just has so much. She's limitless. She's limitless with what she can do, and it's just so cool to see.
Yeah, Febreze once told me that he does not believe that any Milia plays the same. So
I like that. I like that. That's a good quote there.
Yeah, it's just very interesting to see, what mix-up do they favor? What is going to be your counterplay to it? What's going to be their answer to it? It's just, and you were talking about the depth of the character, how she has so many layers to her. And we saw it on display there. It seemed like Febreze, even if he would repeat a setup 2 or 3 times, something that would come after it if Owl blocked was going to be something entirely different from what he showed in an earlier interaction in the set. So that was just a lot of mental stack that he imposed very early on and continued throughout the set to get that strong 3-0. So just all points to Febreze, and very excited to see how far he can go in the bracket. And
Absolutely.
Owl, not counting you out either. You had some very good blocks. You had some very good
defense. They did. They really did.
So there you go. It's just, to Owl's credit, I think Febreze is the first person that I've ever seen not get opened up by Fukio Mix in a 3-game set.
That's very true.
Just saying. I think all power to Febreze and all power to Owl for just a great display here. So I think gonna be very excited to see where both of them end up later on in the bracket. But right now, I think Rio has entered the room. They're gonna be playing against Albert Doug.
Albert Doug. Okay, I think we got what is it? Happy Chaos versus Axel matchup, I think.
I believe so. And we saw Rio play against Calico early and seemed very comfortable with that matchup. And Rio has just been extremely strong in this bracket run, not really showing any cracks in his offense or neutral for that matter, because we haven't really seen him have to go on the defensive end too much.
It's very true. Rio's been like super good at cycling their style of play like within the match. Sometimes they will take that full screen kind of curse ball style of game that we're all familiar with, but they're not afraid to give up that full screen control and just go in, because Happy Chaos has the ability to do that, and Rio's been really good at just improving or using both of those styles of play against their opponent to really just create almost just an impossible situation to win.
Honestly, it feels sort of like Stance character-esque in a way.
I like that. I
To
like that. I
yeah,
like that.
to where he's just like, okay, I am playing against a character where I should just, sit back and, not necessarily force interactions, but just force them into a mistake, and then I can hit the go mode.
Hmm.
Or he can
Hmm.
just go in round start with a run up close slash or 2S and just get the party started. So it's been really cool to see, which sort of mode he taps into against each opponent that
Hmm.
he's played. And even round to round, even.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even round to round, that's like it's almost like fighting games 101 that we can all put into our own play. It's just the strength of cycling through your options. You have so many of them, you might as well keep your opponent like guessing on what you're gonna do. It's just fundamentals right there.
Ooh, we're gonna get the Anji on the part of Doug here, so this is gonna be pretty interesting. He's able to Fujin or to spin through the gunshots, so
Oh, I
maybe there's some
see.
bit of
Okay.
counterplay.
Ooh,
Let's
that
see,
was
there
a
you go.
interesting first ball there.
There you go. Already getting the first spin through the gunshot, so we'll see if Rio develops a game plan around it.
Ooh, Happy Chaos known to have that cheeky light dust mix if they have the bullet, because it will confirm into a whole combo.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And I got the fuzzy overhead, but Doug not really flinching in the face of that. Get the bird out, but not able to get the full conversion, allowing Rio to YRC out of there. Side switch roll. Oh, nice throw tech, though.
Oh, the curse ball actually not connecting there? That was insane. It's almost like
Yeah,
Bungie
I think
low
the
profile.
Nagiha might have low profiled it.
Yeah, holy that's crazy actually.
Yep, but not gonna do too much in the part of Pookie Doug, as Rio just gonna be able to slowly inch them back into the corner to get the wall break to take the first round there.
Round start taco kick. That's truly a crazy option.
Look, you got it. It's the unexpected options that always work.
True, very true.
Whoa, fuzzy overhead once again finding its mark. It's just so scary, just seeing Happy Chaos run up to you.
Actually, Happy Chaos with bullets just makes his like air normals just that much more dangerous.
Whoa, gonna catch him on the startup of 6S though. Gonna get the RC to hit. Trying to spin on through the bullet, but now we got super concentration. Not a lot of meter to FD either, so you're on borrowed time here, my friend.
Oh man, yeah, they really don't got it. Any meter yet to empty that. That's fair.
Yeah, Rio taking round one there. But you saw the wheels turning on the
Oh
part of
yeah,
Albert
absolutely,
Doug.
absolutely. A little bit of download could happen here. We could see some adaptation.
Yep, 6H on through there, though, to get the offense started. Doesn't confirm into anything, but it does give some decent corner carry.
Ooh, Rio finding their way out of the corner as well. Oh, bursting that big counter hit to start their full screen game here. Oh, there he goes, spinning through the bullet.
Yeah, gonna run up, concentrate, curse on him, but gonna burst on out of there. Oh, catches the spin with the throw. Classic Anji counterplay there, fuzzy overhead.
Truly.
Nagiha.
Ooh, Nagiha through the clone as well to start this corner combo here.
Yep, the Nagiha buff's just been so good for this character.
Yeah, actually.
All right, run up close slash. Not gonna hit a button
Oh
there.
my god, the backdash on the tap dust was actually crazy, but the throw on the spin is pretty even game actually right now.
Oh, not gonna get a conversion off of it, but gonna catch him. Either hitting a button or jumping back, but close slash is gonna find its mark here for round one. But it is getting close. It's getting close.
Dude, oh my god. Doug has such a good answer against these curse balls. He's like dodging them every time, but also keeping the offense up. It's such a good answer against curse ball here.
Yep, I also like the fact that Doug is not immediately committing to an option after spin, because so many times that can lead to huge reward on the part of Happy Chaos. But he's just sort of playing the waiting game, not necessarily committing to anything, and just letting Rio show an option first. Now
Which is very good for Anji as well, like you say. Like that's what Anji wants. He wants you to mess up so he doesn't have to.
Right. Just block on the bullet though. Gonna get on in there.
Oh, there's the new move. Big new move action.
Nagiha gonna find his mark. Meterless buffs, baby. We got those. That's gonna be a combo to take the first round of the set and potentially even things up here.
Yo, they really gave him meterless Nagiha. I need to talk to whoever was responsible for that.
Low-key, he kind of needs it. No, mashing on out of there with the 2E. Oh, Bird gonna jump out of there. No,
there we go. There's the traditional Street Fighter fireball. I shoot when you jump it tech right here.
Yeah, you cannot jump when they do Bird. You can only jump when they do the fan. So Anji being able to snuff that out and get the nice little area of the aerial there. Throw him out of the roll.
The grab on the roll. Okay, that's like some Leo counterplay there. You run behind me, I'm throwing you. You roll behind me, I'm throwing you.
Absolutely. Albert Doug now showing that he's firing on all cylinders when it comes to the defense. And this is the first time that I think that Rio has seen somebody have so many different answers to the stuff that he's
True,
setting up.
true. Yeah, Doug is really adapting to Rio's style of Happy Chaos's play. It's like he has a lot of answers for a lot of tools that Rio wants. That's even going to lead to some big cash out here. Hard knockdown.
The damage.
I know, like, I do not remember this character doing this much damage.
I don't either, but the Nagiha again going to convert into a meterless win combo there. So that is going to be round 1 going to Albert Doug. But Rio just saying, I've had enough of the spinning. I just want to talk to you for a minute.
Yo, Nagiha's kind of broken now. Like,
It's
oh
a very
my
strong
God.
tool. Very, very strong tool. But again, what's also strong is just Happy Chaos' whole character because he just linked into a wall break from that far away.
Very true. Now Doug does
good,
have meter here.
But Rio gonna use some of
Are we
his
gonna
meter to
burst
get that
this?
wire.
No hero burst?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he's just gonna hold on to.
Oh,
Hey!
He's a hero. He's a hero. He's a champion. I believe in him. I believe. He's got 1 bar. That's all he. That's all he needs.
Delay 2K, bird out, pressure starting, but YRC on out of there.
Oh my
Back
God.
into the
Oh my
throw.
God.
Clone
Spins.
out. Oh, the just
Oh my
block on the
God. Oh my
gunshot.
God. Oh my God. The hero burst. You have a champion. A
Oh,
hero,
God.
even. A Herculean burst.
Man, I am just so impressed by the execution on the defensive and neutral end of Pookie Doug. Now, of course, the mix up from the Nagiha speaks for itself, but just showing the answers that he has for Rio's options has just been so good.
Yeah, Doug has had some exceptional backdashes as well against. Oh, there's no way.
No,
He's
Burst is
first
gonna
out
get
of
first,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait!
Oh my God! Oh my God! It lingered. It actually lingered into a wall break. This game is so bad. Oh
I completely forgot that the fan lingered after burst. That is so unfortunate, but you know, it's not if you're Doug because that's how you take round 1 here in game 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doug has some answers, bro. He got the answer sheet against this Happy Chaos right here.
Yep, you already saw it to start out the round 2. He saw Rio go for that taco kick to start it out, and he just started off with a great anti-air option to carry him into the corner. Now setting up this wall break, hard knockdown situation.
We're seeing a burst. Yep.
Yeah, not holding that. Not holding that.
Rio.
Oh, run up parry,
Oh
by the way.
God. Deflect. Oh, I can't.
Nagiha combo. He's sitting on meter. That could be it. Gonna march him into the corner. Not close enough to get the wall bounce, but gonna be able
Oh
to
my!
read
Blocks the
YRC.
YRC. And again, what we've been saying, like Deflect Shield being such a hero of this tournament, that all came from a Deflect Shield. Deflect Shield into a whiff punish, like the mechanic is not bad, people.
No, it's definitely it has definitely been tuned up a little bit more in this most recent patch. Starting out, it was tough, but now you're seeing it being used in a lot of really well placed situations. And but wow, that was just such a great showing from Doug. I am looking at the Anji Happy Chaos matchup a little bit differently now. But that was just like textbook for any Anji players that are struggling against Happy Chaos. Just learn from that set because Albert Doug was just showing the book, the 101 on how to deal with Happy Chaos.
Absolutely, like Kit saying here in the chat, playing with confidence. That's something that Doug was really doing. They just were not scared of what Happy Chaos could do. You know, Happy Chaos has been out long enough. Like, surely they know what they got to do, and they knew what they got to do. The crispy answer to the curse ball by doing the 6H was just, oh my God, it's like half of those curse balls were getting low profile. That was just nuts. That was just absolutely crazy. True adaptation there.
I also really loved, we were talking earlier in the set about how he didn't go into the immediate option after spin, but once he started to see that Rio was pulling the trigger trying to retake his turn, Koi immediately came out and then put him back into the corner. So it was just, again, game within a game moment, and that was just so cool to see it play out.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, we got Febreze here back with the Milia against Kiet with the Axel. So one of Milia, I think, not one of her favorite matchups, but we said that
Yeah, I
against
was gonna
Nago
say.
earlier, and Febreze had their number. So we'll see what goes on here.
Axel's, even just Axel's normal kit, as we're seeing already, is just so anti-Melia in itself. Just the angles it covers, the screen control it takes up, that Melia really favors, like that up and diagonal kind of screen control. Axel buttons really just take that up. It's going to be hard to weave around through what Axel has to offer.
Yep, and we already saw a round start 5P to immediately stop Melia from taking to the skies. And now Kiet is able to put the Vortex on with the cross-up 2K2D. Now we got the Ren-Sen pressure going on here.
Yeah, I could see 5P being a disastrous button for Melia to deal with.
Absolutely. I know with Biken, if you don't, like, you have to play around 5P just for IADJS. When you're
That's crazy. Oh my God.
When your entire character has to live in the air, 5P has to be a menace. And we saw it there as Kiet was able to take a strong game 1 to start out this set here in winter semis.
Now, Kiet's a little bit of a frame perfect menace as well. They really got an Axel on their hands, so we could see some Axel action here.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see if Febreze can find an answer. Maybe having to play a little bit more of the grounded game, be a little bit more patient with their approach. So we'll see how that goes. But Kiet is just
5P, and here we go. Cherry already just locking Melia down from even being able to jump. The Tornado, I cannot even begin to think how tough Tornado is going to be for Melia to deal with.
Yeah, I think if she can get the double jump over it, it's pretty tough, or is pretty good for her. But again, it's going to be, if he throws it out right when she's already in the air, it's going to be tough.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is tough. Already on Magic Pixel. Yeah, that's going to chip out, I think.
Yep. Yeah, you saw Febreze try to go back to the ground, but then Kiet able to just say, all right, that's when the Ren-Sen pressure starts. That's where my trademark comes in.
Oh, we're seeing some Rashid level 2 here. Like, he really just stole one out of the Rashid handbook.
All right, gonna burst on out of there to keep Febreze in the corner. Febreze gonna try to jump out of there. 2K2D of their own. So now the Vortex is getting
started. Here we go. Here we go. This is where Melia wants to be. Now the wall break is gonna reset neutral, but we have meter to create a hard knockdown to keep the pressure up as well.
Yep, deflect shield, a strong tool against Melia, but the double overhead gonna find this mark. One more hit.
Oh, there's no way.
React.
And he has,
I was gonna say, tuck the leg out.
Oh, this is tough.
Oh,
jump over the super. Oh my God, why does Axel have such good aerials as well to lock Melia down? I'm telling you, like, his normals are just so good for controlling the space that Melia wants to be. It's just so hard to weave around what Axel can do.
Yeah, I think one thing that Febreze might have to start doing is utilizing, I know it's tough for Melia to play the grounded game against Axel, but I think when you have the dash speed that Melia has, dash blocking has to become part of your game plan here.
We've seen some throw loops here, getting this pressure that Melia really wants. Oh, try to jump over the normals as well, trying to find any answer they can. Burst to keep in the corner as well. I like that.
Oh, the trade is going to send them back out there. Going to pop the first part of one vision, so we'll see if they can find a hit to use it.
Oh, blocks the Zalvardo.
Yeah, there we go. Bless your heart, sweet. Oh, my God. YRC. Crossover.
Ooh, cross-up overhead.
I'm seeing double, and I'm seeing a close slash go into a counter hit combo that could potentially
is that
take
gonna
the round.
Oh my God, okay.
Nice for Breeze. There we go. Getting the round on the board. All right, so we're seeing down 2 games, but not out. Not out.
Absolutely not out. It's definitely about trying to kill Axel in as few combos as possible, because the thing about fighting Axel is you're gonna lose health. That's just, health is a resource in this matchup. So you really want to push him to the corner as quickly as you can and try to drain his health as fast as possible, or he's going to get an Axel bomber on you and close the round out.
I think Kiet is just a little bit more tuned to say, you know what, if you take that round, I'm still not going to deter from my game plan.
True.
One more than it's lost, so we're just going to keep setting it up, get the tornado out, get the wall with the air-to-airs, and we'll just have to block out if you come close to me.
Oh my God, the blocks are crazy from Kiet.
Yep. Oh, great catch on the jump over. First one out of there, I agree. You don't want to get put in the vortex. Close last gonna hit him in the air. One of the better
triple close
game. Oh,
oh no. Oh, and the command grab that we're all so familiar with. Is this gonna? Oh,
drops it though.
Run up throat, man. Kai has been interviewing these fellow strivers. Be like, I got something for you. I got an idea for you. You should try this out.
Yeah, the madman just had the one vision in the back pocket. Might have been looking for a straight hit, but he said, "You know what? I'm just gonna come here. We're gonna have a casual conversation real quick.
It's
Talk a
kind of
little bit."
like a crazy option because when you're fighting a zoner like that, like you just don't expect them to run up to your face and throw you.
Yeah.
It's got an element of surprise to it.
Gotcha, for sure. And Kiet is able to, I guess, not surprisingly, take this Axel Amelia matchup to its heights and go 3-0 here against Breeze. So that's going to be an Albert Doug versus Kiet winners final that we're going to be coming up on
Ooh,
here pretty soon.
okay,
So
okay,
Anji
okay.
versus Axel, honestly, a matchup that we do not get to see too much of, but if you have seen it before, it can honestly be very fun to watch.
How does
Very fun.
Spin fare in the matchup against Axel? Does it allow Anji to get in a little bit easier more than other characters might struggle to do?
It does every now and again, but sometimes Rensen follow-ups will make it a little bit harder for Anji to do anything with it,
True.
and Axel can just reset the space. But we'll see. We saw Albert Doug do different things or use it in different ways, so we'll see how he does in this matchup. But
The
it's gonna
5P, the
be
monster, the boogeyman. Axel just has a nightmarish 5P.
There we go. Setting up the 5P on out of there. Gonna get the spin on in there into the overhead. Gonna burst
Bursting
on out
that,
of there.
Kiet knew that the corner was coming up, and they want to keep this full screen game, as we see here.
Yep. Yep. Not committing to an early option is what we noted from Doug as well. So this could be like in the similar set where he's just trying to feel out, okay, what is this player going to do? But he's
Right.
going to run up out to throw him out of the spin.
Oh man, yeah, Kiet right now just these IAD and just backdashes to just create so much space and have to force Doug to play aggressive. Which, if you're playing aggressive against Axel, sometimes that's what Axel wants. He wants you to push him so he gets these nasty 5Ps and these big full screen games. But if you get in just the right time, you will get that wall break here.
Yep, and you're going to be able to set up some really potent offense here that's going to lead to a nice counter hit. PRC should try to bait the burst, I should say, but not necessary as Kiet's going to hold on to it. So round 2 is going to go to Pookie Doug.
Yeah, Axels tend to like bursting early, obviously so, to kind of get the ability to full screen again, but that can be good in Doug's favor if he can get an early burst out, because then all he really needs is just one more opportunity, one more good hit, and there will be no resources to really burst out of that.
Yep. Oh, nice backdash on the full screen command grab.
Yeah,
That has been fighting against Sparks so much in this bracket, and Pookie Doug already saying, I know what's up.
Yeah, I've been watching these sets. I've been watching.
Oh,
The baiting burst. That works. Zawardo. Oh my god.
That's going to be a round 1 going to Kiet there. The one vision coming in clutch to secure game 1 here in the set. But Doug did drop game 1 against Rio before going on that 3-game tear. But
True.
Already showing in game 2 that he has a strong start, a strong foundation to build off of.
Doug opting to burst a little bit early to try to push Kit in the corner, but Kit found there's no way that kills.
Yeah, nah, it's just gonna be a wall break here, but not gonna go a knockdown, but is gonna throw out the nice jump normal to get the perfect, just building that wall again off of the knockdown. Right,
Not seeing a lot of spin in this matchup, as you say. It might just have a little bit too much counterplay, but okay, there we go, spinning through the 5P into his super wall break.
Yeah, Doug has been showcasing spin a little bit, but Kiet has also been sort of deterring it because we saw him close out one of the rounds by throwing out Tornado, making Doug spin into it, and then throwing out Rensen behind it.
Right.
But Doug able to find his mark, responding with a perfect
That's going to be a two-touch right there. That was basically a two-touch. Ooh.
5K to stop the run up. All right, we're going to build the wall here.
Ooh, spinning through the cherry there.
Yeah, I do like what Doug is setting up here. He's been playing the ground game. I think Kiet knows that Doug thinks of spin as a very strong tool to use in this matchup against Rensen and Cherry, but then able to just find those well-placed jump-ins when Kiet is least expecting it.
True.
And getting his offense started, but
there's no way. Oh! God! To know that was, first of all, that was even a thing you could do, and second of all, knowing they had the meter, dude, that was crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was Kiet, and well, first of all, if I wasn't in a tournament, if I was just on net play and they did that to me, I wouldn't even burst. I would just be like, "All right, man, you got it."
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
in essence, that's what happened though, as Doug able to capitalize on the wall break after the parry super to take game 2 to even up winners finals 1-1.
Dude, yeah, bracket makes you do some maniacal things. Like the stakes are different than just regular, tower net play here.
Yep, we got Fujin into a quick Nagiha here to enter into
Fujin
game
almost
3.
connecting there. Like you say, not committing to an option after the spin immediately.
But as he gets closer to the corner, that's when you start putting the options because either they block or you get a counter hit. And that counter hit is going to lead to a super, some nice damage, and most importantly, hard knockdown. You got to hold it. You got YRC, though, so we'll see.
That's true, that's true. And half a burst bar. Oh, really? Okay. Catches a button.
Yep,
The 5P is so. I can't believe that's like full screen. There's no way.
Puts him right back full screen, but we'll see if Pookie Doug makes use of his meter. And he does with the PRC
Oh my
in,
God.
meets him in the air, and says, "Come back to Earth."
An explosive anti-air, truly. 5P creating a situation that Pookie Dog does not want to be in, but we find the corner.
Yep, pressure reset with the fan, 5K. Gonna use RC
Oh, dude,
a burst.
Don't have any resources to get a hard knockdown, so Kiet has a chance to kind of reset neutral here.
Yep, Rensen gonna just push him right back out. Cole screen command grab to call out the Fuji, or to call out the spin.
Oh man, 5P also really good at making people who like to block in the air just come back to the ground to create more opportunities for you to get the hit.
Yep,
But spinning right through it.
Yep, going for it again, close to the corner. Let a button rip after the spin, and we are going to use that button to take game 3 here and go up 2-1. So a bit of a repeat performance here with the 3-game after dropping game 1, potentially. But we'll see if Kiet has an answer that he's just been sitting on to use here.
Man. Oh, I can't believe I found the grab there, actually. Oh, amazing tech.
5K able to hit, not able to link anything after it, but get the corner carry to set up the fan pressure reset. The Fujin offense going crazy, but we're going to burst on out of there to give ourselves a second chance at neutral.
Oh my God, Pookie Doug is just so good at finding answers against their opponent. They're so good at pushing Kiet into the corner and then waiting for that big whiff punish to actually cash out on the wall break. Like, it's making Kiet have to think twice about playing full screen neutral. Like, he's really good about finding these answers. And to a kill, oh my God. Oh my God.
Just get the jump in, the well-placed jump in, leading to that snowball effect of being able to just get the hard knockdown and then run the offense all over again, not getting Axel a chance to set up his Rensen game. But we're seeing that a little bit right now, so we'll see if Kiet is able to take the round and just keep this going.
Yeah, Kiet is starting to find that full screen game that they've been looking for.
Yep, also good note there that he's starting to call out the jump options there. There we go, another one. So Kiet now a little bit more keen to look for the aerial approaches from Pookie Doug.
Oh, that was like a missed Fujin that lead to their death there.
2K2D gonna clutch the perfect here for Kiet. Jump away.
Oh my God. I pushed there. I pushed there.
I'm out of there. I am out of there, dude. I am not. All right. Safe after that, but not safe enough from this overhead. Nagiha, meterless.
A meterless Nagiha. God help me. This is the book of Revelations. God said himself, we are giving you a meterless Nagiha.
And that meterless Nagiha, double run up, didn't believe in the first hit, but that second hit, he said, I'm a believer. And again, Doug coming back down 0-1 and just says, nah, I'd win. 3 games straight.
I can't believe it. They made Anji a top tier. What timeline is this? I hate this timeline.
I think Anji has a frame perfect buff here in the bracket because look,
he does
running wild in these brackets. We're 10 strong. and it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon, as Albert Doug has set himself in winner side of grand finals. So we will be soon seeing who's going to meet him there as we go into the losers bracket, where we get Happy Rio versus Azazel, Pot versus HC.
Now that sounds like a nightmarish matchup for Pot. I gotta be honest here, but I'm curious to see what Pot has for Happy Chaos here, because this Happy Chaos is Rio. They really like to play that up close game, and Pot might be able to deter that with a couple of pot busters here or there.
Yep, looking at the run that Azazel went through in losers, he did beat Calico, which is an Axel, another tough matchup for Pot.
True,
maybe
true.
Azazel just has enough character knowledge, enough specialists, and enough HP or enough PBs to land to make things a bit more even.
Now, I'm already seeing some interesting answers here. The slide head actually also low profiles the curse ball, but I guess that's not going to be quite enough because we're already in a hard knockdown here.
Yep, spending it, unloading the clip, and we're going to get the hard knockdown, as you said. Trying to FD on out of there, but just still close enough to get a normal that links into another hard knockdown situation. So Azazel already on the back foot here early.
Azazel sitting on a whole bar though, and burst. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I go ahead and just close that out before there's any opportunity to do anything.
Yeah, I think that's a safe jump too, so I'm not really sure what exactly Azazel was looking for on Wake Up. But who knows? Maybe they thought that Rio was going to go for something fake, and it just didn't pay off there.
Backdash on the pot buster is going to lead into. Please don't tell me it's a wall break. Okay, what was that to say?
Not far enough, but we're going to do a little bit of a shimmy, shimmy, ya, shimmy,
yeah,
yam, shimmy.
That really was, though. That was a crazy shimmy into. Oh, it's okay.
He said, okay, you can play Street Fighter all you want. I'm just going to friggin' grab you, man.
Actually, the backdashes from Rio are really crispy. There's no way this is dead. I don't want to see it. I'm closing my eyes. There's no way.
Pot does have a lot of health, so it's potential that he can live on just a sliver.
No! I
this
can't
is a cruel and unjust world that we find ourselves living in.
Mankind, no! I can't believe this.
Rio does not care about your hope, your dreams, your fantasies. He lives in reality, and the reality that we live in is him taking round one or game one here in losers quarters.
Oh, the Garuda pressure is really tough to get out of. Oh, the taco kick, please! No, the big counter hit on the taco kick too is going to create a side switch opportunity. Oh my god, I got hit. I definitely got hit. No way.
Yep, now fuzzy overhead again, finding its mark. It's been so strong for Rio throughout this run. Wall break here on the hard knockdown coming up after it. What is going to be the gamut that he runs on this pot?
He's got...
Ooh, backdash, PRC to get on out of there. Not going to be close enough for a whiff punish with the normal, but just going to run up, shoot your dash, cancel, do the old reliable.
Yeah, that is a little bit old reliable there. Oh, Pop Buster, that's a hive mind, shared brain cell right there.
Yep, Rio just opting to go for the round start taco kick that we've seen him represent so often in this bracket run. And why not do that against a grappler? Worst thing that happens is you get heat knuckled. And the best thing that happens is I break this ball, I get hard knockdown, and you're playing my game again.
Does the curse ball actually carry over to the wall? Oh, it does!
It really does.
There's no way. Oh no, not a loop situation, a wall break loop. Okay.
What's funny is this situation actually used to be worse in the beginning of season 3. This is a nicer Happy Chaos.
I see.
Oh, nice just block on the slide head. Gonna jump right out of range of the PB and get a normal into a win here to get 2-0. And I think Azazel, I thought we were gonna see a character switch, but just gonna keep rolling with the pot here. So
I respect it.
Yeah, it's gotten him this far. Jumping over the slide head, though. That's something that a lot of pretty much every character that has an air dash should be doing as pot. Looking for the slide head and then using that chance to jump in, get your offense started. Rio seems to be no stranger to that, as he's just using that so much against him.
Yeah, very true. It's almost like a tough situation because you're right. You do want to find the slide head to kind of start your offense, but for somebody like Pot trying to fight a zoner, they almost have to use it. It's like their only long-ranged move that they can use in a matchup like this. So it's tough. It's definitely tough.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a gamut. You get a good reward if you can get your offense started. Oh, just gonna
Oh my
holster the
God,
gun
just
right in my face
holster
like
the
that?
gun in your face. Like, I'm not using this no more. Like, I ran
No.
out of bullets. I don't need it. You got it.
You spent a stack on the burner just to die with it? I can't believe you.
No, he really did, though. He really did.
2K2D, we're gonna burst on out of the corner pressure here. We're gonna get right back to neutral, but gonna get caught with that slide head once again, backdashing the fuzzy overhead, but find himself back full screen.
Yeah, Rio's really lacking this backdash fuzzy overhead. I mean, I'm not blocking that.
It's a very tough ask. I think we haven't seen a lot of people do it, but we saw Azazel do it right there.
He's just looping it. He's just looping it over and over again. That's crazy.
Yep, if at first it doesn't succeed, try again, and we're gonna get another hard knockdown here, a very familiar situation, but we'll see what happens.
Oh my God. Yo.
Alrighty.
Yo.
All in there, I agree. Use your resources to get your offense started. Just
Oh,
your
is that dead? No, we don't have meter. Garuda? No.
Oh, gold burst out of there.
Oh my God.
That romance? No, sir. They ain't no love in the heart of the city, and you're gonna get sent right on out there. We're playing another game, sir. So sit back down in that chair and get some more popcorn because we got another game to play, young man.
The White Wild Assault Gaming is correct. Oh no! Oh my God! What did I just watch?
Man, what a great way to start game 4 here.
That's the most Mickey Mouse thing I've ever seen. With Potbuster to Gold Burst. I respect it, bro. I respect it.
And then immediately a pot bust on Wake Up RC, gonna break the wall with the heat.
Oh my God. The life lead after that round start? Hello?
White Watersoft throws him out of there too. I think recognized to start up with the BRC slowdown. Gonna be a corner carry combo into a super. That's gonna give hard knockdown again. What's he gonna see? What are we gonna see?
Pot's sitting on a bar here. They can use. Okay, this is a position where we might have to try to find something cheesy here. Oh, it's gonna cause a problem.
Oh, hero burst there. Slide head. Get on
in
there. That was punishable, but you were first.
Oh my God, yeah, that slide head was punishable. I thought that was going to give Zazel a chance to come back here. No mega fisting over the curse ball. Honestly, I thought that would work too.
Yeah, it's just such a good option to do against people who are trying to set you up on the ground. But I guess Happy Chaos able to sort of counteract that with curse ball propping up as high as it does.
Yeah, very true. Got that softball underhand swing there to catch all anywhere somebody can go.
Oh, running a little bit more of the shimmy neutron here. Gonna get him right on in there. RC, that's gonna be death, and that is gonna be losers quarterfinal going to Rio. 3-1 is gonna meet All Christie, who beat Lethal for Breeze in a similar 3-1 fashion. So we got loser semi coming right on up, folks. So don't y'all go anywhere. We are in for a barn burner as we get set deeper into this bracket.
Rio was super good at backdashing those pop busters. It's almost like the Rio knew where Pot wanted to put those PBs and just had those backdashes ready for just huge punishes. Like, that's the thing about PB. Like, yeah, it can delete your health bar, but you get a good read on it, like, you're kind of toast. You're smoked. You don't have bar behind it. That can be a problem for you.
Absolutely. And I think also what's good to know is that Rio was setting up a lot of situations where he could get counter hits because Pot has the most health in the game, and so sometimes it can be hard to just having to keep winning multiple interactions against somebody who only has to really win 2. So when he was setting up the shimmies, he was setting up the taco kicks, and noting that Azazel was keen to push buttons in certain situations, he was able to get those counter hit scaling on so many different combos and able to shorten the rounds and not have to play that game longer than he had to.
Yeah, very true, which is kind of a big statement too against somebody like Pot who has that much health. Like, you know, sometimes I'm playing Soul and I'm fighting Pot and it feels like I'm not doing any damage. So Rio doing very well, just, you know, the combo optimization, finding the big counter hits, like you say, to really just create as little situations as possible for Rio to have to deal with and just get the Pot out of here.
Alrighty. Now we got Rio coming in, having to face another Asuka in All Christie. So we'll see if they're able to replicate the amount of success that they had earlier in the bracket, or does All Christie have something in the back pocket that Rio doesn't have an answer for? We'll see.
Yeah, he might have a couple cards in the back pocket. A little cheating wild card, Joker Ace right here.
A little bit of a +4.
Yeah, that is not a card I want to see.
Yeah, a card that I don't want to see is that overhead. The Izanami Blaze Blue special is gonna
No,
lead.
no, I don't need that. Get around here, please.
Oh, caught you hitting 2S, sir.
Oh
I've
my
got.
God. No, the OTGs?
Yep,
What?
it sure does. What a card to have in that situation, by the way.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That was actually the heart of the cards right there.
There you go. Yeah, All Christie already putting Rio in a bit of a bind here to start the game, but it's just round one.
I like the burst there. Yeah, fair. Have to get our mana back. Got to get some spells back and create the situation that came from this burst here. Oh my God, what?
Yeah, not gonna opt for the knockdown though. I think honestly, All Christie more content than previous Asuka was to sort of reset neutral. But Rio just says, if you're gonna give me time to get going, I'm gonna get going, and I'm gonna put you through this wall, and I'm gonna get the hard knockdown going. So it's time for you to guess.
That's very true. Oh my God, Happy Chaos also has these really ambiguous cross-ups that. Oh, Christie, it does have some pretty good defense here though. Oh, okay. Is this? I guess that's to beat the clone here and try to catch the reload, but not quite. Overhead finding a connection though.
Had the guard crush, but able to jump out of their PRC to catch the jump, and then just run up and throw to close out game one. All Christie starting off very strong against Rio.
Very true. All Christie's doing very well at stopping Happy Chaos's like full screen game. Like I'm seeing the full screen game actually not work that well here.
Yep, and also meeting him in the air too to start it. Knows that Rio likes to go for that round start aerial game just
very
to throw off
true.
the opponent. Got curse out though, so it's time to get the party started. Now you are in the corner.
The run up throw on curse ball. I mean, I respect it. Like you're cursed, so you have to watch for several options here. You're just not thinking about the throw.
Yep, and you're also not thinking about the roll either. You're thinking about the plus frames, but yeah, and then when you least expect it, the fuzzy overhead gonna find its mark like it has so many times already.
The fuzzy overhead is OD. That needs to be gone. Like that is crazy.
Yep. Also, it's not sitting on a lot of mana there, but gonna use the YRC.
Ooh, no spells either.
Woo! But who needs a spell when you got the book?
Actually.
YRC in return, 2S gonna find its mark.
2S,
Maybe just,
yep.
Oh, counter hit. So I guess Christie might have been trying to hit a button at some point. I don't know.
That's fair. Sometimes I'll be mashing too.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, YRC. It's just who's gonna hit a button first.
Yeah, very true. Both on 0.
Yep, block double overhead.
Man,
though.
that overhead is insane. Like that's like a frame 1 overhead, bro. Like it's crazy.
That is a wild setup. I'm a huge fan of that. I have actually not seen that yet. That 6H into the card. That's awesome.
That's crispy. Oh, catching the backdash.
Ooh,
we got a staff out. Here we go. We are playing. We're playing the Toho project with that thing out here, bro.
Yep, and that's just gonna full send the spells at you at a faster velocity. And I want to close this game out faster. I don't want to have to play against Happy Chaos longer than I have to. And that's why I'm gold bursting here to keep you in the corner.
We're so only sitting on 2 spells, but plenty of mana to use. Could use a couple more spells.
Cursed as well.
That's tough. Asuka really doesn't have a reversal opportunity here. I'm sure they're looking for a back throw. Finds their way out.
Able to jump on out of there though. Not gonna find a normal with the run up, and that's gonna give Happy Chaos and Rio the chance to get a corner carry combo to break the wall, give him hard knockdown, and give him a chance at
no mana, no spells. They're gonna have to raw dog it here.
Oh man, yeah, looking for the run up throw. I like that because he might have been thinking that if he hit a button, All Christie would have tried to YRC on out of there to use that meter.
Right.
So just run up there and get that throw, take the game. Rio evening it up here, 1-1.
Having no mana in a situation like this, it just creates such a tough mental stack for Asuka to deal with. Like, that's just a whole new game that you have to deal with, trying to get your mana back, trying to get your cards back. It's just super tough situation to get out of.
Yep, and you're living on borrowed time too, because any hit can be your last.
Yes, seriously.
And we're sitting on no mana now too, and the fuzzy overhead.
That's it. That's gotta be it.
Damage we can get on the wall slump here.
Wall slump, okay. Maybe they weren't confident in the wall break killing, so they tried to go for a reset there. I respect it.
Yeah, I don't believe that Wild Assault would have killed quite yet, so I think just setting up the wall slump here, equally good situation too.
Right. Oh, the tap dust that we're all so unfortunately familiar with.
All right, gonna burst on out of there to keep All Christie in the corner. Run up, get it blocked.
Dude, the clone. Good clone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, burst
stole
to
the
try
corner.
to keep the corner, but oh no, but he gets right out.
Oh, just gonna sock you right in the face, you like the nerd you are.
Yo, Asuka is kind of a nerd though. I get it.
I love when people said that Anji's the twink, and I'm like, guys, Asuka's right there.
Asuka's right here. Look how he's the cat boy. He's the cat boy of Tribe.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, shout out to Cat Boys in chat, by the way.
Yeah, look.
Yep, we're getting the staff set up though, so it's gonna be a little bit of a fun time here for all Christie. Not so much for Rio though, as he might get sent through the wall, but a little one too many hits on the 2D there.
Sitting on only 2 spells, one of them only being a slowdown stat. Oh, here we go. We got the Go Boost special. We're gonna pick our spells here, create the infinite block string.
Yep, not a lot of mana though either. 4 in the back, but who needs mana when
Hit the book,
throw
the book.
Oh yeah, the overhead again. You're thinking about so much stuff with those cards, and then you just forget that he could just swing the book down at you.
They really gave him a command overhead. They really did.
Man, yeah, that. Oh, jeez, that bounced him off the wall. I like the burst to just get on out of there and save as much health bar as you can.
Very true. Roll gonna find the clip here.
Ooh, not able to get the link in there, but gonna run up throw. Ooh,
oh man, we're pushing. I get it. I did not pay $60 to block. I'm pushing.
Ooh, it looks like all Christie did neither.
No,
both the YRC and the burst. Man, Rio, it was looking a little shaky in game 1, but I think Rio's just sat back in his seat. Either that or he hit the gamer stance and just said, you know what?
Hey, yeah, with the big burst, but you know, you get hit with the book enough, you're gonna learn how to read, and that's exactly what we saw here.
Absolutely. You look, I know some of us, we are some Dragon Ball people. We don't know how to read, but you know, Rio,
yeah,
on in there. But all Christie says, I'm gonna teach you how to be literate, son. It's like that one scene from the Boondocks. I'm not gonna quote it here because I don't want you guys to get in trouble. So. Run up throw there, gonna be able to close out this round here. So a good start here in game 4. All Christie looking to even out the set. Ooh,
oh, okay. Big burst, you know, I get it. We need some more spells. We need some more mana. Try to get our positive bonus just a bit, but not quite getting a bar. Finally landing on one. Oh my! What even happened? I don't even know what happened.
So he procced the reversal, and it actually clashed with the taco kick. And because he's invincible there, it beat the taco kick. So
I see.
Oh, run up to counter hit. It's getting a little bit scary. The staff is set up, but what good is that going to do when you're in the corner against Happy Chaos?
Yo, you're kind of right. Rio's kind of crazy with these shimmies.
Oh, 2K2D going for a burst read there. Gonna spin him.
Oh, that was corny, bro. No, not the the curse ball setup there. That looked guaranteed. That was insane. Good stuff from Rio.
Oh, double overhead.
Double overhead.
Quick burst on out of here just to save as much health as you can. Going for the Shimothy Chalamet, but not going to find its mark. Oh my gosh, actually able to run up, get the conversion. Oh, but not
oh my god, the air backdash.
Get out of
blocks the taco kick, yeah. Find some cream. Ooh.
Oh, no. Back throw incident. And I'm going to set up these cards right in the face. I recover in time. We throw. And now
you really do recover in time? That's crazy.
Yep, I lay my card down face down, but it's still my turn. Oh, gonna match.
Oh no! Oh my god, wow. That's some Street Fighter like 2Ps right here. Go, we're just chaining them back to back.
Man, yeah, just being able to get that 2P to challenge the Wild Assault and also converting it into a game-winning combo to set up a game 5 here. Loser semifinals. It's getting hot in here, folks.
Yeah, looks like Rio kind of wanted to contest some of these cubes with 6P here. I know he can destroy some of these cubes, but I'm not sure if Gun really can. Oh, here we go. Trying to 6P some of the water cubes here.
Yeah, if you send out 1 cube, you can 6P it, but if you send out 3, you get hit.
Right, okay.
All right, just gonna set out the cube. Not necessarily gonna catch the backdash, but slowing it down with the staff is gonna enable him to take up screen space and march Rio down. I like that a lot from All Christie.
Oh, tough situation. Oh, the deflect shield. Oh my god, but Rio's got the answer to the deflect shield.
Yeah, it just wasn't even spaced out enough for the follow-up hit, and it's gonna be a tough situation here, but All Christie able to get the conversions going.
Oh man,
take him to the corner, overhead, low, staff in the face.
Oh my god, we got the go boost string.
Roll out of there. Yeah, I agree. You want to get out of there, but not gonna be able to convert.
Oh, clone might tank a hit here. Oh my god, that was like the clone tanked the first hit, and Rio was able to get like a chicken block there, but Al Christie was still able to find the round there.
Yeah, I think the BRC slowdown enabled him to get more 5Ps or 2Ps in than
Oh, you're
normal.
right.
So
You're right.
once the clone ate the hit, it was still all Christie's turn. So that was just incredible awareness. But we're gonna get the staff, the Rubik's cube hanging in the back.
Yeah.
There.
That's so crazy. Oh, we got the red
that,
cubes too, but they're getting sucked up. That almost looked like it
stinks.
didn't want that.
Yeah, that stinks. But hey,
Wow.
staff went away, and now we got the hard knockdown. We're gonna set up our spells.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Now. Yeah, this hand I'm looking at right now is very favorable. Gold burst in the face.
Sitting on a DP as well, I think.
Yep, we're gonna see that
Oh,
right here, baby.
Yeah, my bad.
Too low to get the conversion, and that's gonna be.
Teleports to the curse. Wait, no, did the curse ball still connect?
I believe so. Actually, it caught him right on the tail end. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That drop earlier on the DP. Oh man.
Oh, we're not sitting on any mana either. This is tough. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, just run him down, just shoot him.
They had burst at the very. Oh well, that would have been a hero bust. Yeah.
Oh, 6P. Oh, okay, so this is how we're starting game round 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a guard crush.
Oh, jumping on out of there again. All right, setting up the 3 cubes. Gonna shoot
get
him
our
right before he can get any more cubes out, though.
Yeah, that's very true.
Got the acceleration staff in the back, so we'll see if he's gonna find a chance to pop that, or if
These
he's just gonna
sweeps,
continue.
yeah, these 2Ds are just finding their place. Oh my god.
This could get scary. This could get very scary, very fast.
Oh, for good burst. Yeah, well, I guess we're sitting on the last round. I guess he had to burst.
2K2D gonna get the party started. Now the vacuum staff is gone. Ooh. You are cursed. Tried to teleport in, didn't give him the chance with the gunshot.
Asuka's not sitting on a lot of mana here. Only access to 2 spells. Not even a bar.
Gone.
1 bar to try to make something happen. I don't know.
Jumping on over it. Oh, but can't seem to find a place to get in there. My gosh. Oh my gosh. He does have health. Shield is back.
And mana.
Water Assault on him there. 2K2D. Curse. Not going to find the mark.
Dude, I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh my gosh!
Dude, he dropped. Dude, what a scramble situation. He dropped the counter hit. That's so unfortunate. But All Christie was able to find the round with just a 2P. Oh, that was so scrambly.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, it just down to the end, we just saw a lot of drops, and it was a high pressure situation, so completely understandable. But I mean, a lot of food was left on the table for both parties, but All Christie was able to pick up enough of the pieces to secure the round. But man, that was just a nip and tuck set through and through.
Seriously, that was some really good awareness from Alt Christie to realize that the drop happened and to just try to get a button out there, whatever it was. Just take opportunity of that drop. Like, you gotta pick them up when they fall down like that.
Yep. If you're gonna go down, you gotta go down swinging. So
very true. Very true.
Very good 2P, so just use it. Very quick, good range on it. But Rio holding it down, able to secure force though. A great run, was just an absolute pleasure to watch on stream throughout the entire way. So don't hang your head too low. You had a great showing.
Very true.
See you in the next one.
And that was some super clean Happy Chaos from Rio. That was just some really interesting, just Happy Chaos to watch. You'll come across the net play Happy Chaos where just full screen and you can't really do anything, but Rio not scared to go in and really just make Happy Chaos look interesting. So yeah, super good stuff from them.
Hold the phone. We got losers final here. We had Kiet sitting on the Axel. We saw them in grand finals. We also saw All Christie.
No.
But this is the first time we are seeing the big Haas Gold Lewis Dickinson, baby.
Oh man, All Christie, big Gobu fan ? We got Gold Lewis and Asuka.
Maybe trying to find a page of the book. Maybe like something a little bit more with Gold Lewis against Axel. We'll see.
True.
We'll see how it goes.
It'll be tough to get around Axel's buttons as we're seeing right now as Gold Lewis. But once Gold Lewis gets in on this character, they're probably smoked.
Absolutely. And trying to go for Skyfish there.
I can't believe Skyfish didn't win.
Yeah, no, I think the Axel buttons are just a little bit too quick full screen. Tornado combo. Oh, Renson not going to be enough to kill. Maybe Axel Bomber might have killed. I don't know.
Axel
For
Bomber
sure.
might have the 5P, the thing of nightmares. I wonder if Thunderbird's gonna help in this matchup here. If Gold Lewis can even get it out.
I was gonna
No.
say I would think so, but Kiet just didn't even give him the chance to do it.
Yeah, very true. Oh, that's dude. Deflect Shield is gonna poop on Gold Lewis. I feel like just resetting that neutral is gonna be super tough.
Yep, and also having that 5P to capitalize on it as well. Thunderbird is out though, so now we can get the Behemoth Typhoon pressure going, but a missed input is going to lead to a 2K2D and resetting the neutral full screen.
Now, All Christie is getting these Wild Assaults out. Granted, you usually only have 2 off a full bar, but every time they find it, it usually connects. You know, I forget how much range Gold Lewis's Wild Assault has, but we're going to get some pressure started here. Get the Thunderbird out, create a tough situation. No way.
Yes, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. Yep. The startup was just enough. Not gonna have the one vision to close out the round, but it's gonna put them right back near the corner.
This is scary, but we're sitting on 2 bars. Gotta use these resources somehow.
Yep, White Wild Assault has to find its way in. Behemoth Typhoon, they're gonna be able to PRC on out of there.
Thunderbird RC maybe just to get it out there?
He doesn't have the meter for RC, but he could Thunderbird White Wild Assault potentially. I don't know. Oh, there we go.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh,
mashing
what?
on the Behemoth Typhoon. That's the counterplay there. Just don't block it. You start blocking it, you're plus 1,000. So that was good mash there. That was a good mash.
Yeah, I wonder if All Christie sees that and knowing that 2K is the option that he elects to go for, going into a behemoth that has less startup than that, because that could, like, he could have gotten smoked for that if he did, I think, the 864 version.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we actually do have an answer to the Axel 2K. Granted, if All Christie.
Oh, we do. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So, but I guess maybe just wanted to go for mix rather than the frames. So
right, try to get that big life lead there. So I understand it. I understand the situation.
Yep, gonna get clipped with the spin.
Oh,
couple rainwaters into 2K2D, set it right back up full screen and 100 meter, which is gonna allow me to get that one vision. Not gonna pop it though.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, I think Kit understands that they have such control, like a very commanding lead right now. They're setting the pace of the match, especially against a character like Gold Lewis, who can't really set the pace of the match unless they're in the corner. Like, mid-screen, as we're seeing, can be super tough. I mean, you're playing Axel's game here.
Yeah, you know, thinking about why they would switch to Gold Lewis, I understand because it shortens the game a little bit more. It's harder to get in, but it shortens the game. Less interactions that you have to win than you did with Asuka. And also, Axel's surprisingly good against Asuka. Not very...
Really?
Yeah, not very... because of Axel's long buttons and how quick the startup of them are, you know, Rensen, full screen command grab, bunch of different options that they represent. It's hard for Asuka to get the card game started full screen against them, so...
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So, but yeah, it looks like the counter pick, you know, Kiet not very much phased by it, but now we're going to get the
No, definitely not. Oh, man, I think they wanted to RC the Behemoth Typhoon, but it got deflect shielded. I thought maybe it would have canceled out the pushback on it, but not quite. Oh, little Thunderbird mix here. Trying to find an opening, but Kiet's defense is just, cracked just a bit.
That's not going to find anything off it, though. White Wild Assault.
There we go. White Wild Assault Gaming. Yeah, you got it. You use it.
Yep. That's one of the main reasons that this character is viewed as highly as he is right now. So.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, gonna get the jump on in there.
JD, oh man, the JD hitting from like miles away.
Oh no, JD is such a great button for Gold Lewis to use. It's very hard to 6P, and it just has such deceptive range. All right, 5P gonna try to use it.
Yeah. Create some screen bursting there. I guess so. I guess they were scared that they were about to get put in a really tough pressure situation, which that's definitely a win condition now. The Skyfish getting destroyed by that. Oh my god. Skyfish is totally just negated in this matchup.
Yeah, I had no idea that Rensen would go all the way through all hits of Skyfish. Yeah. I didn't know that. All right, one vision. Going to be able to close around here with a couple of Axel Bombers. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Kiet is just... looks very comfortable against this Gold Lewis, so maybe we see All Christie go back to the Asuka, or maybe we see... Oh, maybe.
I think we are. I think we are.
Yeah, you gotta at least try it. You gotta at least see, like, the Gold Lewis isn't working, so maybe go with the tried and true. After all, you got the rose on the face for your avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
oh man, now this is a counter pick. Okay.
I actually really like this pick. I like this Bridget pick a lot.
Yeah, Bridget has some super strong neutral, maybe even stronger neutral than Axel might have that will, especially the yo-yo setups might really help in getting around what Axel can do.
Yeah, you get H yo-yo set up. Axel has to sort of respect that. So like he
Right.
can't just throw out Rensen willy-nilly because H yo-yo can just come back at any moment if Bridget just decides to block out the Rensen pressure. As we see right here.
Yep, already. Oh, the Roger. Here we go. The Roger overhead.
Yep, get a 5 peon out of there. Jump out of the command grab.
Bridget also having access to a DP in case things get hairy.
That's also very true. Being able to have that at their leisure.
Mm-hmm.
Very key. But now we're still sitting at that Rensen range.
Ooh, good FD on the Rensen as well, because I think if you FD the Rensen in the air, it doesn't put you in as much disadvantage.
Right. All right, Roger dive on in there, gonna be same side, but still gonna enable them to keep them in the corner. Roger dive on the other side now.
Oh, wow, that was a really good cross-up, but also a good block from Kiet.
All right. Oh, a little bit too far for the hug.
Ooh.
Yeah, air to air on the part of Kiet. The Bridget counter pick, still not phasing Kiet. It feels like
truly
Kiet
not.
Seen it all.
Kiet is not letting Bridget get their yo-yo setups off at all. And, you know, once you shut that off, that's like a whole part of the character that just can't play.
Absolutely. And that's tough, too, because they had the H yo-yo setup off of the Roger dive, but unfortunately switched sides, so that's not going to be able to set up a wall break. But we're in the corner to get the wall break here.
Okay.
No burst required.
Oh, nope, not at all. It looks like All Christie really likes to go for the Roger overhead option, and I wonder if Kiet's going to realize that.
Yeah, I think also it puts Axel in a bind too. I don't know this for sure, but I know for a lot of Axel's anti-airs, when you are hovering like right above him, like on his head, like Roger dive typically does, it's hard for him to contest that.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that.
All right, so we're feeling each other out in neutral here.
Oh man, good FDs on these. Oh, good PR. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna. Yo, Kiet is crazy with these reactions.
Absolutely, just being able to cover so many different options using every tool in the arsenal.
Gonna use this tornado to move up as well, kind of suffocate them just a bit.
Yeah, All Christie needs to get something started here. 5S and a 5HS is gonna get it started, but not gonna have enough. Keep plus on the scooter though. We're gonna burst on out of there. Yes, I agree.
Oh, deletes the tornado. Yeah, oh my god. It's just, these players are just counterplaying each other just back to back. Oh, double Roger hug.
All right,
Get
time
help.
to guess. 2K2D, finding its mark again. Just go right back to it. 2S, gonna set up the
yo-yo. Here we go.
Yeah,
we got some yo-yo setups. There we go.
Yeah, we were down but not out, hanging on the magic pixel. The town inside me is going to come to life, get the Christmas tree set up in the town square, and help me wish upon a star to take one in this set.
The big 5P to try to lock them back down on the ground. Now, Al Christie's really liking this aerial movement here, and Kiet is having a little bit of trouble trying to lock them down.
Yeah, it's just because Bridget has so many different ways to move in the air, as opposed to Gold Lewis, who's just either doing a lazy jump JD or just a jump in JD.
Right.
So it's harder for Kiet to commit to an aerial option.
Yeah. Oh man, crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Some insane pressure right here. But Kiet is keeping their cool and finding the mash only when asked to do so. And getting out of the pressure too.
Yep, I think also just being willing to take that throw, knowing that they didn't have meter to capitalize on it, pushing them into the corner with the Axle Bomber, gonna be able to get the heavy rain into...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How?
The resident zoner should not be doing this much damage.
Man, it wasn't even the damage that just made me just so in awe. It was just the corner carry and just fully optimized.
Yeah, the routing
wall break.
Clean. The routing was clean.
Yeah, Kiet just again showing the wherewithal he has with Axel. Very cool to see. So All Christie needs to find an answer here, or else they're sitting on their tournament life.
I don't think Alt Christie's been able to get a yo-yo out this whole round here.
No, it just seems like Kiet's not giving them the chance to even get an H yo-yo out, which is just what I alluded to earlier in the set was going to be the great equalizer for the two. But one
Very
Vision
true.
is
That's
going to
it.
see,
Oh man,
yeah, it's going to
the
see them.
5P to close it out. You'll see that in your dreams.
Absolutely. Axel and Kiet saw two different characters, dropped one against Bridget, but then just said, you know what? I've been here before. I can handle this.
I respect the Bridget pick though. Like I saw the logic behind it, especially trying to go in with Gold Lewis and switching to Bridget. It made sense. It definitely made sense.
Yeah, I think again, you saw the Gold Lewis struggle a little bit, and you just say, you know what? I think I'm gonna lay my cards down on the table, so to speak. We'll see how this goes. Just not very comfortable with the Asuka, but at least was able to think of it in a sort of a more favorable matchup sense. Maybe a character that are not super strong with or super optimal, but maybe trying to get a better sense of neutral to at least get more get off the back foot less. But again, Kiet remaining confident with the Axel, and all praises due to All Christie for a great run there, going out at third. But top three, you're gonna get your name up in the big part of the graphics, so don't get too upset. You had a great run.
Yeah, absolutely. Like having the ability to go toe to toe with somebody like Kiet right now, who's just been just having so much control over these matches, like definitely did a very good performance there.
Yep. So we're going to see if Kiet can keep this momentum going against Albert Doug in the grand finals. Anji that has just been tearing its way through yet another frame perfect bracket. Folks, what is new?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Truly.
The seasons change, but the man with the fan does not.
Could we see yet another Anji #1 placement? Now, Overdog has had answers to everybody they've fought. Can they find an answer to Axel's buttons here is going to be the big answer.
Yep. So we're going to get started here. Grand Finals, Game 1, Albert Doug, Kiet, Anji, Axel Low. Let's see what's going on. Last set was just a great showing between these two, so we'll see if we're in store for some more.
Oh, good backdash on the command grab. They're very aware of the situation that Kit wants to do when Albert Doug is full screen. Like, the command grab is a potential option. So Albert Doug really good on those backdashes.
We're going to run in here, start to jail with the JP. Tried to jump out of the fan pressure reset, but not able to do it in time. But gonna find the reversal super to put them on that magic pixel.
Magic pixel. Oh my god, I thought the spin was going to be... They're trying to spin so much.
Run up the cast to spin. I love it. Just calling out the strong option in neutral with the good old classic Kai Kisuke method.
Kiet has been doing so good about playing with composure. They really don't, panic a lot. I'm not seeing a lot of panic options from Kiet.
No, honestly, from both of these players, I think that's what enables them to do so well in brackets, is just to maintain cool, be committed to their game plan, not necessarily let things throw them if things get scrambly. And that's how Pookie Doug is going to respond after dropping round 1. Just saying, hey, I can still get my stuff going.
Man, yeah, unfazed into a perfect here.
There you go. Now we're getting duel 3 here, round 1. Gonna get a 5P to start it all off.
Why not?
Start to build that wall.
Here we go. These spins are going to be interesting. Doug really wants these good spin placements. Bursting full screen to stop a worse situation from happening, but Kit's being pushed into the corner here. Punishes the tornado startup. Oh, that was crazy, actually.
Yeah, gonna gold burst the pressure reset. I don't know if they were reading the pressure reset for that gold burst or just did not want to block the 50-50.
Right.
But I don't blame them. Now you're sitting on some good amount of meter, and that's gonna enable you to PRC to not get hit by the koi, and you can come on down, throw out a Rensen, get your game plan going. Now the onus is on Doug to make something happen, but that's not gonna happen when 5P is out.
Kiet is so good at just forcing the other opponent to play their game. Like, you're just not playing Strive. You're playing Axel. That's what you're doing.
It's a Mario Party minigame at that point. Oh, I love the 2S there.
Man, getting just clipped by the bird there.
And we spin in the fan. Gonna get some decent damage and the hard knockdown. What are we gonna do with it? Run up.
Ooh, oh my god, just a bit of meter to create some mix. Finds a button. Oh, Oh my god.
Ooh, gets caught out of the 6HS though, but is able to mash out effectively to
Oh,
close out
okay.
the round in a scrambly situation. I like that from Doug.
You see a 5P here? No, we're gonna, okay. Air dash back.
I mean, you gotta ask.
Yeah.
So there it is. There you go. He's gonna spin right on through it. All right, now we're back full
The
screen.
backdash on the command grab. I love that. I wonder if you can get a bigger punish off that with a bigger read, like a IAD forward.
Maybe. I'm not sure for in Anji's case. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit later. But Doug seems to just be content with just keeping the safe option of just backdashing and just.
Right.
Oh, that risk gauge is so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Up,
That's crazy. Next hit
it.
could kill. Seeming to drain there.
All right, get the Rensen going. Oh,
I like these air to airs. I love these air to airs from Kit. Oh my god. Having an answer to Doug's strong answer being spin, just, yeah, like you say, run up and grab it.
Yep. And what was so big for Doug in the first time that they played was Doug being able to jump in unchallenged, and Kit as trying to focus in on doing that more, but when it comes down to it, he saw the deflect shield come out, going to respond to it appropriately, get the throw, even out the set, 1-1 game in grand finals. So now we're sitting at a best of 3. Can we get a reset, or is Doug just going to take it all?
He could. He very well could. These spins. Oh, interesting punish from the spin, but the burst to go ahead and put an end to that. Tornado gonna have to spin through it, I guess. Okay.
You might as well.
I wonder if Kit is trying to promote more spins and has an answer for it.
Honestly, yeah, because we've seen him just anytime that he's shown that, or Doug has shown that he's been a little bit spin happy, Kit has been able to respond in kind, whether it's just a follow-up behind the first button or just running up and throwing.
Very true.
That was interesting.
Ooh, I don't know. This could be the last mix for Doug, but Kit's in the corner here. Oh my god. These command grabs are just not connecting on Doug.
Yeah, I mean, like, you still got to represent it, so you put it in the back of their head. But,
right.
Yeah, it just seems like Doug is just so ready for it. And he's also ready to go right underneath that air normal, slide on in.
There's no way. There's no way that's dead. There's no way.
Oh, he's not dead, no. But this is going to be a very scary situation for Kiet nonetheless. You got hard knockdown.
Wake up super? Yeah. We got the punish.
You got a 100-meter, and it's hard to punish that.
Very true. No way. No, that connects. That connects from that far. No way. Okay, Doug.
He whiffed the first 5P, and the second 5P was still out, and the parry was still active.
Yeah. That's looking like a cooler parry from DBFZ, bro. That parry lasted forever.
He was like, I thought I hit a button like last year. Why are you still here?
Yeah, why are you still here?
Point of note, too, Kiet has been so good with not letting himself get reset by the fan pressure. He's been jumping out. We'll see if he can actually hit a button when he jumps out more.
Right.
But he's been coming down with the buttons, and it's been finding its mark a lot more. So, that
throw whip is going to be tough. Yeah, like you say, Kiet really is enjoying falling with these normals because it just controls so much space.
Yeah, they're like one normal has great horizontal space. The other one has great vertical spacing. So you can't really go wrong in most situations when Axel's in the air against Anji, unless Anji's just straight up looking for it.
Right. Ooh, the koi fish is going to get punished off that.
Wow. Yeah, that's an interesting interaction there. Gonna jump on in there. Burst is gonna come in at an inopportune time, but not gonna be able to punish it, and that's gonna enable Pookie Duck to get started. Was trying to go for a burst read though, so he didn't complete the corner combo.
Oh yeah, the falling normal. That's gonna close it. One more for Kit.
Yep. And that's that's the risk you run when you're trying to do Nagiha in neutral and Fujin in neutral.
Yeah, seriously.
You still got recovery frames if it doesn't hit its mark, so Kiet able to fully capitalize on that.
Yeah, both players just very good at figuring out. They're like downloading each other to the point where it's just like a stalemate. Like they both know exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, it's just a matter of who gets the most out of each winning or each win on the.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
So like you see these stray pokes here from Axel. Not necessarily leading into the most damage, but able to set up situations where you can run up and throw to take the round.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's a good note. Yeah, he's like poking so much to just almost annoy and pester Doug to force him to play in a certain way that Kit really wants.
Yep, you trying to speed up his clock, so to speak, to commit him into doing a mistake. We were talking about how keen he is to just sort of stay composed and not necessarily overextend. But once you get poked enough, you just know that you're kind of working against the clock as that life lead slowly ticks down.
Yeah, seriously. The poking doing such a good. Oh man, that was like a whiff two ways. That had to have been a misinput of some kind.
Maybe just a bit of a panic option. Was trying to hit a crouching normal, and 2H was the one that came out at the time.
Right, fair. We've all been there.
Yeah, so but that's gonna even it up here.
Ooh,
Jumps out of the fan pressure.
Out of the fan pressure, yeah.
Okay, I kind of like that gold burst because he was gonna get hit off of the he was gonna get hit off the Fujin.
Right.
So get the meter, get out of harm's way, and get your game plan started. Oh, the nice jump in though.
Oh, okay, we got meter there to make that safe.
Yep, setting up the Rensen pressure again.
Spinning through the tornado. Doug loves spinning through the tornado, and I think Kit is at least a bit aware of that.
Yep, you see every time that he throws that tornado, he just jump back JS.
Yep,
and it's been able to catch him each time, but it's not going to be able to stop Doug from getting that super into hard knockdown, again putting Kit in a tough bind.
Looking for the burst bait, and there it is. Just no
there
drop. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yep, commit, like just get that, put him in that simple situation. You may have to wait it out a little bit, but just keep calm, stick to the plan, and take that game 4 with the man with the fan. And we are game 5 grand finals, 2 apiece. We will see who comes up on top. I can't imagine a better way for the 10th edition of Frame Perfect.
Truly.
Setting up the Rensen already, just not even letting him get a chance.
Yeah, Kit looks like they're playing to kill. They're trying to end this.
Yeah, which is crazy because you really think of Axel being the one to sort of force the game to slow down, but it seems like Kit is just trying to apply the pressure from full screen rather than trying to bait out an option.
But Doug has some insane pressure, and they've also got the positive bonus to just keep it going and find. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. That's just it. That's it.
Yep, that overhead just finding its mark. You had the meter behind it to back it up to get the kill confirmed. Run up throw on the spin though, so we'll see what that goes. Back up rainwater.
Oh man, Kit has some insane momentum. The classic dash back, Axel overhead mix, but still Albert Doug finding momentum of their own into a wall break.
Yeah, just one whiff throw is turning into just so much red health, and now you gotta run up and hold this mix.
No more burst. This is tough.
Yep, sitting on some meter though, so not completely resource dry. But Albert Doug is just sitting on a well of resources between the bar and the burst.
Oh man, that held on.
Oh no! That got him out of the air. That could be it, and it is Albert Doug able to Fujin his way into a Game 5 victory to take the 10th edition of the Frame Perfect Online Guilty Gear Strive Weekly.
The Anji curse has not been broken, ladies and gentlemen. Another Anji has made their way and just stomped through our poor little tournament. Someone please, when will it end?
Yeah, we've come a long way from Anji being the bottom of the barrel. Now he's just been wreaking havoc on this weekly. But congratulations to all competitors. Kiet, amazing showing on the Anji, putting up an amazing fight. And yeah, I just really don't know what to say about Albert Doug that hasn't already been said. Just the complete composure in neutral, holding up on defense, and then when he gets his turn, just the relentless Fujin pressure.
Yeah, Albert Doug was just so good about downloading each opponent that they came across. Like, they just always had an answer for everything that the opponent wanted to do, which is pretty tough, all things considering, because like we were saying, every character in Strive just plays totally different. So for Albert Doug to have a game plan for every single character that they played against, like, that's some big brain action right there.
Yep. Strong for a tournament player. And we would like to thank you all so much for tuning in to Frame Perfect FGC and watching this Guilty Gear Strive action. They will be putting on more of these every Saturday at 7 p.m. notwithstanding, so follow their socials to get an update on the schedule and see what other brackets they have for other games if one of them tickles your fancy. They got Street Fighter, they got Tekken, so you name it, they probably got it. So this is gonna be Zamir Zoma still signing off alongside SNKE. SNKE, you
sir.
got
Yes,
anything else you want to
sir.
say to the people?
Someone please stop the Anji curse. So if you're watching, all the viewers at home, please save us. Please save us. We can't do this anymore.